The game.
Yeah.
The game riding for him.
Hey man,
Yeah,
what's even funny is how Rick Ross keep ignoring them.
He do keep ignoring.
That's what I'm saying.
Rick Ross put a video out with him falling on some roller skates rather than to respond to the game.
All right, man. We live, man. We got some people in here, man. Y'all let us know where y'all coming from, man. Let me know who in the comments, man. Let me make sure I got moderators in here so we can start this thing up.
Better late than never.
We got South Jersey
better
in the
late
house.
than never. Yeah.
But never late is better.
Yeah, we're a little bit late, man. But welcome back to Man Now Sports. As you can see from the thumbnail, man, we got a jam-packed show for y'all tonight, man. We're gonna be in here doing our thing, man. A lot of LeBron James topics, more than I care for, but it's so much LeBron stuff out there right now, man. So we'll talk about that stuff, man, and then man, we'll get into this Shaq and Shannon Sharpe thing. We'll get into, of course, we get into some of the round 2 NBA, man. But we got some stuff in the news, man. So what's up?
Yeah, definitely. We got some interesting stuff in the news since we talking NBA. I'll lead with that. Former Boston Celtic Glen Big Baby Davis has been sentenced to 40 months in prison for part in plan to defraud the league's health care plan out of millions of dollars. It says here Davis, who's 38, was indicted in 2021, participated in a widespread scheme to defraud the NBA's health plan by submitting nearly $4 million in false and fraudulent claims to be reimbursed for medical and dental services that never happened. Davis's response, he got on IG Live right after he got sentenced and said that this was God's way of teaching hamburgers.
What?
I'm so serious. I'm dead serious, bro. My man
I was waiting for you to say it was a joke.
No.
That's
crazy.
That was what I was waiting on. Like, this nigga about to.
I'm dead serious. He definitely said that. He said, God is showing this. Well, I got to go sit down. This is the only way I can stop eating hamburgers and Cheetos.
This nigga about to hit us with a BBL dressing. Watch.
Man, that's crazy. Yeah.
Shout out to Glen Davis, man. Big baby.
Yeah.
He foreshadowed that too, man. He played a prison inmate on Power, man. Now he gonna be in that for real.
Yeah. Hey man, that was a wide range scam. I got some people I know. Her boyfriend got caught up in that.
Yeah, I heard it.
Somebody got 10 years though. The ringleader got 10 years.
That nigga had to go sit down for a little bit because of the same shit.
Yeah,
and it don't sound like it was worth it.
No, it wasn't. But damn, I thought you made enough money in the NBA. You ain't got to do shit like that.
And that pension must suck, yo.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And it also brought my attention back to Brett Favre scamming them people in healthcare, and he ain't never get no time. But that's a whole nother topic.
You know why?
Hey, you white about it.
Mm-hmm. You know hey, that's a white dude in Mississippi. They ain't about to do nothing to him.
They probably seen that, and he still got a statue out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he do. You ain't got to worry about it. He got one.
Definitely. All right, speaking of jail, we're going to stay on that same topic. Jermell, Charlo, we're going to get into boxing, which we don't talk about as much, but since we was talking about these Dallas boys and how they like to drink and drive in the group chat. Jermell Charlo was arrested Monday for DWI. He'd been stripped of his WBC middleweight championship. He was arrested after allegedly crashing his Lamborghini into another car in Texas before leaving the scene. This sounds repetitive.
Hey, where are the Errol Spencer Rasheed Rights, man?
Exactly,
and Mahomes Senior. Y'all Texas boys just got to sit still, bro. If you gonna drink, get an Uber.
Stop.
Texas boys different.
Yeah,
I just don't understand the point of racing cars. We know the cars is fast. I don't understand the point of racing the cars. That doesn't make logical sense to me. But I can say that at my age, maybe they still trying to figure it out. Who knows?
Yeah, but stop drinking so much before you do it. Like, that's what be getting them caught up right there.
Yeah, well, in Errol Spence's defense, I heard that I think he thought somebody was after him, and that's how he got into his wreck. But that's just, I don't know.
That was news to me just now. I didn't know that.
Nah, it was one of the somebody from the rap scene. I'll tell you about it.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now Rasheed Rice got into some more trouble. I don't know what it is with the club and drinking.
These Texas boys, they different. These Texas boys is different. So we can add into that. Rasheed Rice punched somebody in the club.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
punched somebody in the club.
And
Yeah, I
they
think it was a
investigating that
photographer.
now.
Like, who's around him to be like, yeah, dog, this is okay.
That's
The same people that was around him in college, his college homeboys.
The same type of people that be around Ja Morant when he was doing his dumb shit.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's crazy.
salute to Ja Morant for not being the one to go shoot Great Crib up since he got dissed in that diss track too. Anyway,
we don't know that.
We don't know. Allegedly.
Chubbs.
Allegedly.
Here, Chubbs.
You give me. And lastly, for news, man, we're gonna talk about we're gonna bring it into some more hoop. We had some coaching changes, fellas. One of them is a champion. The other one should have been fired the day they got eliminated for the playoffs. Frank Vogel is out as the Suns coach, and like we was discussing, and y'all would have probably seen it had we done this show a day earlier, that we had already said that, you know, Mike Budenholzer is definitely one of the candidates that should have been you know, at least looked at. And today I think they finalizing the deal still, but he will be the new head coach of the Phoenix Suns. Let me get some thoughts on that.
I think it's a good hire, man, but I don't know, man.
You don't have no faith in them, bro.
No, it ain't that, man. It's
I think it's more than just the coaching, but the coaching was a start.
Nah, it's a lot more to do with the coaching, man. The coach can't go out there and play for you, bro. You got to go play.
Blow it up. I'm waiting on other domino pieces to fall.
They already said that they're not gonna do that. They said they're gonna keep Beal, Book, and KD.
And
I don't know why they got
Beal
Beal
home real early.
You can keep both, you can keep all three of them, but you gotta change the dynamic of which the roles that they are in, right? Of course, Book and KD are your starters, but Book and Bill play the same position. And Book, when all three of them are in, Book is primarily the point guard, but he's not a point guard. Yeah, he's got, you know, some playmaking skills, but he's not a true point guard. And you're asking him to do a lot by being the playmaker and a bucket getter, right? So you need to go get some actual point guards. That way you can have Booker go back to being just a straight shooting guard. You can have somebody who can facilitate the offense, and then have Bill be the sixth man and come off the bench to replace replace Booker when he needs some rest.
Need a rest.
Bill and Booker are almost interchangeable, right? So you just have one come off the bench.
Play together at all, or like only in like def lineups towards the end of the game? Because
lineups.
Yeah.
When it's crucial time and like you need bucket getters, then you got all three in the lineup, plus a point guard and a big man. So like have it'd be like your point guard, Bill at the 2, Book at the 3, KD at the 4, and your big man at the 5. That's your def lineup when you need to go get a win in crunch time. Other than that, Bill and Booker are trading minutes.
Yeah, alternate.
Yeah,
that's fair. That's the that's the only way.
Here's my problem with it. Even though Bud comes with a history of coaching really, really good teams and good defensive teams, I think the issues that Phoenix have offensively is I don't know if Bud can fix it, because the offense he ran in Milwaukee was very simplistic.
Yeah, it was based on the personnel.
Yeah, it was based on Giannis getting downhill and them spreading the floor with Lopez and all the other shooters they had. And I didn't see a lot of nuance in there what Kevin Durant wants. Kevin Durant wants what they had in Golden State. That's why he keep getting certain players that he think they can play that style, that can shoot, you know, that can do all that stuff, man. Like, look at Bill, Booker, Kyrie. Like he wants to remake what they had in Golden State.
Yeah,
but no coach is able to implement that system. That's why he signed off on Nash, because Nash was over there in Golden State with him as a shooting coach or assistant, whatever he was doing over there. And I think he thought Vogel was gonna be able to do it, but nobody can duplicate that type of offense or put that in. That's what Kevin Durant wants to play, man. But everybody wants to do this high screen and roll bull crap. So I mean, I don't know, man.
Wasn't Bud with y'all down in Atlanta, though?
Yeah, Bud was down there with us in Atlanta, and honestly, he got the most out of that roster. If y'all remember, I think it was 2015 or so. The Hawks, #1 seed, 60-win team, undefeated in the month of January, just to run into LeBron James and be completely figured out. And I think that team was overachieving anyway. I'm just keeping it a buck. You know,
undefeated in the whole month is crazy.
In the month of January, them boys they didn't lose. So
was that the Joe Johnson, Josh Smith Hawks?
No, that was the Paul Millsap, Al Horford led Hawks.
Oh my God!
So
Jeff Teague and Schroeder was coming off the bench. They was calling him Baby Rondo.
Baby Rondo. Yep, that's what the talk was. Jeff Teague was the starter. We had Damari Carroll. I don't even remember who started at the 2. It wasn't Joe. This was after Joe.
Y'all had Cephalosha at that time?
I want to say we might have had Cephalosha at that time. I think that is one. Yep, it is, because that was part of the reason going into
Kyle Korver, I think too.
Korver was still there. That's who started at the 2. Cephalosha came off the bench. He was like the primary defender, of course, and that's when he went to the club and the police broke his foot and he was out for the playoffs.
I'm not putting that up there, natural immunity. I'm not.
I said we see it. I'm not. We're not gonna put that up there. But yeah, Bud is a good coach. He's a good coach. I don't know.
He's better than Vogel for sure.
Exactly. I mean,
I'm better than Vogel.
If we going from
100%.
It's an upgrade. It's an upgrade, definitely. I just don't know if it's exactly what they need.
It's not enough to get the job done.
I mean, but if Bud could make that Atlanta team a 60-win team, can get Giannis one-dimensional ass a ring, I think he can. This is like giving him 1,000 gold bars. Like, he should be able to make something, at least the conference finals with this team.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Anything other than championship with that roster and the amount of money that's tied up to those players is a loss.
It's gonna be
if he would have went to somewhere like the Hornets and made them a first round appearance, that's a win. But for the Phoenix Suns, anything it's championship or bust, right?
Pretty much.
I don't see it that way, because and you know, when you look at the money wise, yeah, cool. You paying for a huge roster. You're supposed to be wanting to be a championship contender, but if you don't win a championship, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a complete failure, even though that's the goal. But I mean, realistically, you can't put a team together and say, okay, we're gonna win a championship this year. We just came together like this. Like Booker, Bill, and KD, this is their first year playing together.
Yeah,
like that's not normal. Like everybody who's contending has had their core together for at least 3 years.
Yeah,
and they've been tested. Like Minnesota got tested last year in their first playoffs. The Mavs got tested last year. They went through their growing pains with Kyrie for the first year. You know what I mean? So and we know Denver went through what they went through. We know the Warriors went through what they went through, and Boston the same thing. So they've been going through lumps and bumps and bruises. And this is the first year Phoenix Suns has been together with a new coach, and now they're starting the clock back over with a new coach. So I mean, realistically, they shouldn't even be in the mix.
Schemes change. Okay, so what is the time limit? Because we're not talking about spring chicken.
No, bro. They wasn't supposed to get swept though. Now, I mean, I get it. They lost.
They're giving them a 2-year max.
That was supposed to know.
2 year? Yeah, that's what y'all say. 2 years. Okay, with this coach, 2 more years. If this looks the same, or if it doesn't improve exponentially, we breaking this up, right?
Bro, they gave him $50 million. They gave him 5 years, $50 million. I think he's gonna be there.
Yeah, he's gonna be there, but is he gonna have KD? And
I would just get rid of Bill, man. That, I mean, to me, Bill he ain't the same Bill, bro.
That's hard to do, E, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because you're right. Bill is, and I like Bradley Beal. And normally people say that right before they say some crazy.
Right.
So
he's my dog, but he's still.
But this man, he can't stay healthy. He can't stay healthy, and like every time he steps on the floor, it's a danger for him to get injured. He might be on Anthony Davis level, and his contract is going up every year.
When you're on the hook for like $220 million for
bro,
an injury-prone former superstar, like that's a tall
ask.
ask.
The best playability is availability, and he ain't been available.
He ain't been available. So if he,
bro.
hate to have Bill has no. Oh, and he got a no trade clause, so he has to waive his no trade clause if they try to send him to.
I mean, I don't think that's gonna be hard for him to waive his no trade clause if they say, "Hey, look, man, we want to send you somewhere where you want to go." then yeah, I mean, because at that point they just trying to get off his salary, but the Phoenix Suns just go ahead and they just got to go ahead and eat that money, because this is the hole y'all dug. Y'all gotta lay in that ditch, right? So this ain't I'll give them a year or two or break it up type team. This is we got to play this out, right? Because the reason why we're not succeeding is because we're not playing good basketball. Phoenix is not playing good basketball. They're capable of playing good basketball.
That's true.
Now, it's different with the Lakers. It don't matter if they play good basketball. They're being led by a star who is in the way. Right? That's the difference. Like he's capping AD off, or AD can actually go to a higher level, but he really can't, because this guy's over his head. And the same thing with every other role player. Like, we can play some ball, but we have to play a certain way. But we'll get into that on the next segment, though.
That's a great segue.
Let's go. You're right.
Yeah, hey, everybody hit the like button, man. Appreciate everybody being in here, man. Hit the like button and hit that share button as well. Let's get some more people in here, man. How many likes we got right here? Can anybody look and see?
Look,
I'll go take a gander.
See how many we got. It's like 130 in here. We should have at least 100 likes. Definitely. Everybody start hitting that like button right now so we can move on.
If you haven't yet, let us know where y'all from in the comments, especially our new listeners. I see some new names up there.
We sitting at 43 right now.
All right, yeah, let's get to 100 likes, y'all. Come on, let's go. That's the only thing that really helps us out, when y'all hit that like button and when y'all hitting that share button and stuff like that, man. So.
And why you liking and sharing?
Go ahead.
Keep on doing it. No, I hit y'all at the end. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry. We can pause.
Yeah. Here's the thing right here. Here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
Therapeutic Rap Podcast. It's out there. It's out there.
Yeah. Good.
Live
Good.
each and every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Get there. YouTube.com/@Therapeutic Rap 189. Once again, YouTube.com/@Therapeutic Rap 189.
Latest subject is going back to white women. I don't know.
Not doing
Going back.
LeBron James. LeBron James.
VA in the house. H-Town in the house. Wisconsin. Oh, shoot. LA in the house.
Hey, Gardenia.
LA. What up, LA?
Gardenia, do me a favor and send me some Zaxby's and some Waffle House. Appreciate it.
Lord,
Gardenia VA right around the corner, man.
Yeah.
I used to live in the 757.
Oh, man. Jamaica in the building. That's what I'm talking about. Jamaica up in
I
here.
almost did that Jamaican accent again. I really
Please do. Please do.
I really gotta stop that.
I don't remember what episode it was, but if y'all ain't looked at our catalog, I don't know what we were talking. I think we had a Jamaican.
We had a Jamaican caller.
We had a Jamaican caller.
It didn't sound Jamaican at all. It sounded like Chris was constipated.
Yeah,
we got to do it again.
Hey, how far are y'all from Virginia Beach?
Not far.
5 hours.
I'm about 3,000 miles from Virginia Beach.
4 hours.
I know where you at. Man. You in Klan country. It ain't nothing but Trump supporters and
Rouge up in the house.
Hey, a couple years ago, I did see
Rouge. What's happening?
I did see some activity.
Hey, shout out to
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Okay. How many likes, Chris?
We are at.
I do want to. I see Norfolk.
Norfolk, what's happening? And so we need to take a ride up there, man.
Hey, we gonna be
soon. Hey, I'm gonna be up there though. I'm gonna be up there.
68 right now. 68 likes.
We
I'm
almost
gonna be up there the 12th to the 18th, man.
69.
So I'm gonna pack the Buick full of man down merch, man. We're gonna go up there and give it out to the 757.
We got to see Rap Jones. I know Gardenia up there in the 757. Shout out to all the 7 cities.
Chris. We got Michigan in the building.
Yes, sir. The glove, the mitt. So in love, baby. Appreciate you.
I do want some Wawa too. I ain't had no Wawa sub in a minute.
Chris from Canada, but he say Detroit. He from Canada though.
No.
He from Canada.
Me?
BBL Crizzy.
Oh my God. I've been to Canada. Hey, we got some more Detroit love, man. Appreciate it. Thank you.
313.
Yeah, man, everybody putting up they little.
I want to solve this mystery of what's so hard about it. Is everybody driving and can't hit the like button? I want to solve that mystery, man. I want to get
y'all in here.
How many likes we got?
74.
216. What's that?
Come on, man. We can do better than that. Let's get to 100 likes. Let's get to 100 likes.
I just want to get to 100. That's it.
Yeah, 100 likes.
Don't y'all forget about the Philippines. Okay, Ed. Wow, we know you from the Philippines. We got to get away for Ed to call in.
Oh, hey,
we do. We got the
shout out to Cleveland, yo.
Hey, if you hit the Skype up and go find Man Down Sports on Skype, you can call in on the next segment when we do call-ins.
Winning like 96. What's happening? Hey, one of my favorite people in the whole
winning like
world.
96. What up, though?
You're gonna get a shout out every time you in the building.
Every single time.
What up, though?
I like it.
Let's see what the likes at. We at 81 right now. 81. Come on, y'all.
Hey, DC Slim, don't false out. DC, the thoughts and opinions of DC Slim is not that of Man Down Sports at all.
No, it's coming out.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and go. We're at 83. I think I trust that we'll get to 100 real soon, man. So we'll go ahead and move, man. So
winning like 96 in the 757.
Winning like 96 in the 757 too. Oh, yo, man! Shout out to
yeah.
In Suffolk, Norfolk, Virginia Beach. What else? What I'm missing?
Hampton,
Chesapeake.
Oh, well, you guys said it right. You guys said it the right way. Chesapeake, P-Town,
Bad News, VA,
or Newport Nom.
Newport News is a different place.
Bad News.
Bad News or Newport Nom, either one. Bad News or Newport Nom, one of them.
Really that bad, man?
Man, listen, it's a different place. It's a nice
Newport News.
Newport News
is water wet.
Listen,
man, I got robbed by the tow truck man.
Hey, I don't even know though, man, because everybody that say they from Newport News, they say they supposed to be one way, but them the main people be telling it the DRB. So I can't, you know what I mean? I don't know.
It's different though. I was driving in Newport News and people were just walking in the middle of the street. That's when I knew it was just different. Like I'm how you walking in the middle of the street?
I'm gonna tell you what's crazy is Atlanta.
Yeah, it is.
For a whole lot of different reasons.
A whole lot of different reasons, bro.
This one I knew P-Town was different.
Mm-hmm.
I met some dudes from P-Town that said they never left Portsmouth before.
Which is crazy.
Norfolk is just right across the bridge.
You can literally sit on it.
Yeah.
They've never been there. They've never been to Virginia Beach. None of that. I went to Virginia Beach the first night I got to Virginia, and I ain't even had no car. So I'm like,
I used to live in Virginia Beach.
Man, how you grew up here your whole life and never left Portsmouth?
There's no way you can find anything and everything you need in Portsmouth that you don't got to go outside of Portsmouth.
The only thing in Portsmouth is the shipyard,
the hospital,
four projects, a hospital, and 8 balls.
Oh, that's it. Plenty drugs out there, man.
Shootouts. Shootouts is there.
That's it.
Do they at least got a Walmart or a Food Lion or something?
Like, hey, the dude be like,
go to Chester Freak for that.
You gotta go to
news, dog. I'm gonna tell you who all did it though. I'm gonna tell you who actually did it though. I'm gonna be honest.
Cities, man. We all had our run out there.
Yeah. I hate Virginia though, personally, man. I'm going out there to go see my people. And if y'all come up, I'll definitely meet you guys somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Comment is
I'm up there from the 12th to the 18th. Who's that? My king was silence. All his haters. Oh damn.
Shit, wow.
Man, that sound like a pro LeBron guy right there, man.
Well, let's get to it. I can't wait to hear him calling.
My king.
Yeah, my king. Yeah.
He could have said the king, but I wouldn't refer to him as my king. I'm my own king.
Man.
With the exception.
Hey, Winning Like 96 says she in Colorado, right? I think BBL Drizzy up there too.
Hey, my nephew out there, he in the Army base out there, man. Shout out to young Eli.
Hey, Colorado is beautiful.
Oh, man, Colorado is beautiful, but I'd never fly in or fly to that joint. I don't care what happens.
Yeah, you got to drive into that motherfucker for real.
Yeah,
man, don't tell me the Nuggets getting punished again, man. Hey, we got
the game on already. Hey, we got to.
We got to finish this one. All right, so let's go. So and YJ under his name say 808 Papa.
The same reason yours say I see 2 bad bitches.
Hey, why you put that under my name?
Oh, Mel did that, Jay?
Big Papa with the bass, 808 Papa.
808 Papa. Mel with the wordplay.
hey, don't put nothing under my name, dog. Man, we having a good time now.
Oh man! All right, let's go ahead and get into it, man. We already 25 minutes in. All right, so I'm listening to the interview with the vampire, and he said something. I'm listening to the interview with the vampire. He said something real interesting that I thought y'all wanted to hear, man, because he asked about game planning for Denver and stuff like that, and what he think that Minnesota might do. And he said some stuff, but this part I want you to hear, and this is the part I want y'all to respond to.
Okay.
I'm not coming out here trying to get in my bag. I'm not trying to come out here, doing between behinds, crossovers to get you off of me. It's if I'm in a pick and roll, you tell your big, you got to screen him. Yes, he's going to try to fight through it, but I need you to screen him. Get him up off of me for a little bit. And then if I'm in ISO situations, I know I can't fuck around. It's quick moves. It's quick moves, one counter, and get to my spot, either all the way to the cup or get to my spot on the floor. Because if you play around with guys like that, they're gonna wear on you. They're gonna keep their body on you. They're gonna make it physical. In the playoffs, you're allowed to be a little bit more physical. Well, as I've seen in all the other series, in our series, it felt like a fucking regular season game. But whatever, that's beside the point.
Says the guy whose team had the greatest free throw disparity in the NBA the last 2 seasons. This fucking guy.
Yeah, fuck that. So you gotta just go. There's no. Maybe you can get one game to wear up to warm up to it, warm up to his intensity, the way he's playing, whatever. But it's not much. You can't be out there fucking around with your movements and you getting the job done, because he's not going for none of that.
So I don't know if you caught that, but toward the end he said that in the playoffs they let you get away with a little bit more physicality, and he said, well, in the other series that I seen, they let them get away with it. But he said my series was ref like a regular season game. So he's making a claim that they didn't let them get physical enough with Jokic and the Nuggets the way the playoffs supposed to let you get physical. And my question to y'all is, do you think he's accurate with that? And whatever your thoughts might be after hearing it.
Hey, that was 100% accurate, man. I mean, coming from a GOAT like James, man, I understood, bro. I got it. But I'm gonna be honestly though, all jokes aside though, seriously, they was giving Jokic a lot of calls though that series. But and they letting them in Minnesota play, bro. They letting them play like crazy. Cause Minnesota be draped all over their players. They still ain't blowing no whistle. Mm-hmm. So it's hey man, but that's I'm not a conspiracy theorist, and I don't believe that the refs call each other and be like, hey man, let's get together and let's stop this team or that team from winning. But I do think I don't know if it's because after the game, each team gets to say send so many disputed calls to the league, and they get to review it and all that. So they definitely not calling. They really not calling nothing for Denver right now, bro. It's looking bad right now. So I get his point, but I'm also not a person that likes people with excuses.
That's true.
Yeah, I love LeBron, man, but you can't make excuses, dog. When it's time to play, you got to play. Regardless if you're getting the whistle, you ain't getting the whistle, you still got to play. You jumping up and down on the court, spinning around, and doing the thriller. I mean, it don't matter, bro. You got to go out there and play. You're a great player. One of the best. So you got to go out there and play through that. And if you get in your head during the game and you are so worried about the refs and calls and all that, you're gonna lose focus of what's going on, and you're gonna get a gentleman's sweep just to got y'all up out of there. So I get it, but hey man, you gotta move past that. You can't make no excuses. You just gotta go play.
Hey, can I go off topic right quick?
Sure.
I know the question was he correct or not? Let me do something different. Let's assume he was correct.
Okay.
Right? Let's take that at face value. He was correct.
Thank you.
I have never watched a game this year where LeBron didn't complain and beg for more calls. So if since he's correct, he made it this way. He asked for, hey, listen, any contact called blow the whistle, blow the whistle, blow the whistle, and they did it both ways. The great ones don't don't cry about how the game is officiated. They adjust to it, especially in a series. You had 5 games to adjust to it. They officiated the series the same exact way. Like it didn't go from game to game to game to game. It was nothing that, and you had a double-digit lead each game. Handle your business. Period. Mm-hmm. That's that. And then also real quick, the local news channel here goes to elementary schools, and they have this program called Read to Succeed, and they try to get the kids to know the importance of reading. Dude, they asked the kids at the local elementary school. They said, "Why does LeBron James need to know how to read?" This little dude raised his hand and said, "So he won't get put out in the first round next year." Well, I like to die. I like to die, man.
He probably subscribed the man down.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely. His daddy is, at least. But yeah, just to piggyback off of everything that y'all said, both of y'all made some really, really valid points. And I want to go to a little tongue-in-cheek comment that JJ Redick made, but was actually true.
Quite accurate.
Quite accurate. That team had the free throw disparity, and the second place team was by a wide margin. Like nobody got more foul calls than the Lakers. I don't know the exact numbers. I could probably pull them up here shortly, but you have to really understand, like Jay said, this is the game that you wanted to call. This is the game. This is what you asked for. This is what you asked for. Okay. Anytime LeBron gets contact, he puts that shoulder down, he goes to the cup, he's more than likely going to get a call, and you're probably not going to hit him hard enough where he can't still attempt a shot. So at the end of the day, this is what you asked for, bro. So if you're going to complain and say that the game needs to be officiated a certain way, as soon as that game gets officiated a certain way and you begin to not get calls, you're going to be jumping up and spinning around just like you did every time you turn the ball over and looked over at Taurean Prince.
Yeah, exactly.
Chris won't be there next year in case y'all didn't know.
Exactly.
Hey, just to answer that one guy in the chat, he said there's a psychological part of the game and convincing refs to make those calls as a part of it. But come on, bro. At some point, you got to give it up, dog. You know what I mean?
Bird in the chat.
If they not calling, hey, don't worry about it. Just get back. Hey, just get back on D. Like sitting there crying about every little foul, man. I think that takes away from the game, to be honest with you.
Hey, Bird.
Why we got to tell Bird every week to go on YouTube?
Bird.
That's a better question.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out to my boy Bird, man. I remember he was in the comment section on his birthday, and I forgot it was his birthday, man. So every time he show up, man, I want to say happy birthday to Big Bird.
I mean, he called in to really have a conversation with you in the middle of the show too. Shout out.
Hey, y'all online right now, bro? Yeah. Oh, my bad, cuz. Hey, listen.
Yeah. So look.
Hey, we're like 96, man. You got to, give him a little slack. Jeez.
I think LeBron is right, to be honest with you. They didn't call the game very physical where they allowed them, and that's what they needed. I've always said that I wish I could have grabbed sound bites from some of my other shows, but I always said the only way you can guard Jokic is if they let you get physical with him.
Thanks.
Last season, they did not let you get physical with Jokic in the playoffs, and he ran through the entire playoffs and made it look easy. The year before that, they let Golden State Warriors and Draymond Green get really physical with Jokic, and they made light work out of him. Mm-hmm. Every year before that, getting physical with him. Dwight Howard, when they beat him in the bubble, Dwight got physical with him, made it look like light work.
There's a joke. I'm not going to.
So the formula to guarding Jokic is getting very physical with him, and they didn't allow the Lakers to do that, but they allowed, just like Eric said, they're perfectly fine and okay with Minnesota doing it now,
which is weird.
It is weird. Now here's my thing. This all right. So with Minnesota getting physical with them, and Denver being so used to what happened last season where they was getting all the calls, you know what I mean? I know people mention that Jokic don't get a lot of free throws, but if you're favoring a star, it don't mean you give the star all the free throws. It gets distributed throughout the team. You can't get physical with the whole squad. And sometimes when you get physical with them, it's not always a shooting foul. It's just, okay, my best defender got physical with him in the post. They called the foul, side out, but now my best defender got one foul. So how am I going to guard him the rest of the first quarter with my one foul? I can get physical again and get my second one, but now I'm going to sit down. Right.
Absolutely.
So it's ways
because how he plays offense is he drops his shoulder. He puts his shoulder into your chest every time he gets ready to make a post move. So you kind of have to be physical with him. And if they're not calling it the way that you're saying, then it's going to be easy for me to be sitting at halftime and not come in until 3 minutes left because I got 3 fouls.
Exactly. So it's not always in the free throws. You just got to watch the game and see what they're calling, what they're allowing, and all that stuff, right? So last thing I say about that, right, is you have to catch the patterns of what the NBA is doing and know what their end game is sometime. And I got a great guess, right? I've always been talking about how Adam Silver is trying to promote the Euro player because he's trying to grab that Euro audience, right?
Market, yeah.
But at the same time, he don't want to alienate the domestic audience, right? So when you look at how everything's been going on, which player is getting the favor throughout the playoffs, it's going from American to European, American to European. It went from Kawhi winning it in Toronto, and then the next year, Giannis winning it. So that's American to Euro player. Then after Giannis, it was Wardell, Steph Curry. After Steph Curry, it went to Jokic, right? So it's going from American, European, American, European. It's the Americans' turn now. It's either going to be Tatum or Edwards. That's going to, they're both going to be in the final, so one of them is going to get it, and it's going to be American, and that's why Jokic is not getting the calls because it's not his turn.
That's how you feel about that, E?
Man, I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
I just want you to.
I'm not a conspiracy. I really don't think it's that deep, but it's definitely a blatant. You can see it how the Timberwolves is playing them, the calls that they not called. I mean, they not calling nothing.
Yeah,
and I'm telling you, the Wolves is all over. It look like a pack of dogs on the player. To be honest with you,
they said it looked like it was 6 players out there.
Yeah, it did. Hey man, they was all over them, all over the ball. They was everywhere. Rebounds, whatever you want.
And they not adjusting well to this either. I guess when you had the past years when things weren't called this way, it's really like Jamal Murray, even in the games that he's stepped up in the fourth quarter and beat the Lakers, he has not had a good shooting game yet. Like,
he's not playing up to par, to be honest with you. He's not playing up to par. Yeah,
so at the end of the day, like I that is definitely something I'm gonna watch tonight because this game is going to be really, really good. I feel, you know what I'm saying, back in Minnesota, up 2 games on Denver. I think, of course, I'm rooting for Ant because of that's Ant, but I will be paying attention to this, how they call it, if they continue to call it like this, because if they continue to call it like this, the Timberwolves will be the better team if they're allowed to play it physical.
Ant might be the next Michael Jordan, to be honest with you. I'm gonna just tell you the truth.
Ant is something different. Hey
man, he might be the next Michael.
I'm not ready to make that claim, but I am ready to say that the way that kid plays the ball, pause, and the way that he has like no fear of whatever superstars across from him. Hey, if he stays healthy, he'll be something special.
Yeah.
I'm not willing to say the next Michael Jordan or anything like that.
He definitely pushed Kevin Durant's hairline back a few inches. I'm telling you that.
The fact that
Kevin Durant out there looking like an old man.
Yeah.
The fact that they were up almost 30 at halftime without their defensive player of the year, and they're about to go back home. I don't know if he's back, but he probably is back for that game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he back.
And if you didn't have, that was your chance to steal one. Honestly, Jokic,
but you underestimating the difference the whistle can make. The whistle will be different, even though we back in Minnesota. If they don't want,
the whistle will be different, Mel.
It's gonna be different.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt Denver wins this game.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Different which way? Are we talking about making it competitive to where they allow them to play physical to a certain point to make sure Denver is close enough to steal a game? Or are we talking about?
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Or are we leaning towards it being physical? I mean, continuing the way it's been played.
It's going to be exactly how it was for Cleveland and Boston yesterday, right? You remember? Did you see how unmatched Boston looked against Cleveland in Game 1?
Yeah,
it was a total pendulum swing last night. How does that happen? Well, if you watch the game, every dribble drive that they tried, and mind you, they don't have Porzingis to go in the post to. So all of their offense is being generated by Brown, Tatum, or White or Holiday dribble driving, spread the floor dribble drive. They're not going to go in the post to Al Horford.
No, he's not a post player.
So it's all dribble drive. I'm telling you, every time they tried to drive, whoever was guarding them from Cleveland had two hands on their stomach to stop them, or on their waist, or on their chest, and that was allowed. Like, I'm not letting you get by me. Every time you try to take off, I'm stopping you, and then taking my hands off of you. They was doing it the whole game. They wouldn't allow them to do that in Game 1.
Look, man, so Boston would have still pulled out that game if Tatum had did Tatum type stuff, man. Tatum been off for a minute, man. He ain't really
how he go drive to the basket if you're allowing them to hold me.
He ain't really been the same, man. I'm just saying, as a team, him and Jaylen Brown, bro, which is the majority of the offense.
Yeah.
White didn't really. I mean, White, he gets his from time to time, but you need like consistent. Everybody playing at their best, and without them 3-point, I don't understand the thing about everybody shooting up threes now. Like it's like they addicted to threes. Like, drive to the hole sometime. They just stood outside and just shot perimeter shots, and some of them shots was not very good shots, to be honest with you. And then you miss, and then they start gaining on you. So, like, I don't understand. Then you let Donovan Mitchell start getting going. So
yeah,
well, he been getting going the whole playoffs. Like, ain't nobody stopped him yet.
Yeah,
I'm saying, but if you know that's the only person you got to deal with, he gets off, and then everybody else starts playing better. So, I mean, come on, bro.
You're speaking a different language. So you're adding up this math problem, and the only thing in your equation is basketball, and you don't have any NBA front office in your equation, which is the reason why this equation will never be figured out. You can say there's no reason for you to beat a team by 25 Game 1 and then come back and you can't score again.
And not only that, that's the same reason why I say that Denver's going to absolutely win this game, because there's no money.
If they don't win tonight, they ain't going to win. If they don't win tonight, it's over.
There's no money in second round sweeps. Each game has marketing. It has advertising dollars. It has seats that you actually sell. Each game has that, man. At least going 5 is money in that.
I'll say this.
I'll be listening to y'all, man. Oh, go ahead, Chris.
If Minnesota wins tonight, the series is over. Denver still might get one, but that will be it. And Minnesota showed that they can win on the road, right? Mm-hmm. But if Denver somehow wins tonight, the series will probably end up going 7.
Listen to what you said, Chris.
Hold
on. Listen to what you said. If Minnesota wins tonight, the series is over. So if Minnesota wins tonight, a lot of people are going to feel like you feel, and there's no real need to watch Game 4. That's why. Listen, Denver's going to win tonight, man.
They're going to win tonight. And Jay, and think about this, Jay. Think about this. They flip flopping the TV joint. TNT get the game one night, ESPN get it the next, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I would be mad if I'm ESPN if me and TNT paid the same amount for games 1 and games 3 or whatever, and I'm getting the game in a 3-0 that ain't nobody go watch. I'm pissed.
Yeah, right, because it's a 3-0.
Why are you giving me this game? You TNT got the game 1 in the game and got all the good ratings, and you giving me a 3-0 series.
I don't think Denver wins tonight though.
Let me play devil's advocate. All right, so there is no money in sweeps, period, at all, especially in the second round. I agree with that, Jay. I do think that there is something for the defending champs getting swept in the second round that the NBA probably looks at and say, we probably don't want that to happen. What I will say is that, in the first round, OKC didn't lose a game. They were swept. They swept the Pelicans,
Mhm.
right? Wouldn't that same philosophy have held true for them when it comes to sweeps? Like anyway, any game that gets watched, the NBA gains revenue. Granted, it's a lesser known team, so I get that. And it's not as effective when you got Ant and Joker. You know what I'm saying? Those names, you had SGA, and the biggest star on the Pelicans wasn't playing. You get what I'm saying? As far as Zion goes. So is there a difference, or is there a method to that, man?
So this is why I disagree with y'all theory, man. This is why I disagree with y'all theory.
Okay.
The league would have to go down to the refs and say, hey, look, man, we really need Denver to win this game. They would have to go and say, hey, we really need Denver to win this game. I don't know what you got to do, but you have to ensure that Denver wins the game to avoid the sweeps because there's no money in sweeps. Like, and then the rest would have to be like, okay, cool. We'll make sure.
I'm gonna tell you how the league do it, Eric.
Come on,
they'll
bro.
say something. They'll tell the referees, "Hey, listen, we noticed that the first 2 games that y'all was letting them get physical in the paint. I need you to call that. We also noticed that there was 5 defensive 3 seconds in the key that was missed. Call that. They tell them what to call, what to focus on.
Exactly.
And it's going to favor one team or the other. So it's not actually telling them what to do, but the way the game is refereed, someone has an advantage.
Well, I definitely want to watch it tonight and see what happens because I
wouldn't be surprised if
it changes. I would definitely start giving y'all more thought, but I just don't think that.
I wouldn't be surprised if Cat and Rudy both have 2 fouls each going into the second quarter.
Woo! That would hurt tremendously.
That would hurt them. I thought, and that's why I got to give some credence to it because my goodness, Rudy Gobert did not play, and Cat is not defensively he's not as sound as he's an offensive. He's an offensive presence for sure, and he can stretch the floor at 7 feet, so he's always going to be a difference maker. And they got a lot of defenders. That dude, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, was everywhere. Jaden McDaniels was everywhere. Them dudes was really like some wolves. But the thing that we said before this series even started is if they allow one of their bigs to get taken out, then I think it's going to be really, really difficult for Minnesota because we were basing it off on how they were calling the game for Joker in the Lakers series, right?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Because you still got Naz Reid. Naz Reid is a very underrated big man defender. Right,
he's an all-round player, 6-man.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So even if Cat or Rudy does go down, then that you just move Nas up.
Okay. I will say this. So
18 fouls to work with against Jokic.
So I will say this that Anthony Edwards he's that Kobe Bryant-esque type player where you can officiate everything against him, but he has the skill set to still keep the game close and take it over.
Hey,
so
I told you
can't forget that. Like
there's no strategy for made buckets.
He the next MJ, bro.
And for instance, it's no different than Steph Curry's shooting ability. You can referee a game the whole thing, and Curry can just get on fire and start hitting them things from the parking lot, and
it's nothing you can do.
Yeah, definitely nothing you can do about that.
Unless you change the whistle, because when Dellavedova was on that man in the finals, on him like white on rice, and he couldn't get off them screens off the ball. He looked very pedestrian.
Yeah, you got to.
He was still averaging
20
something in that series.
Dude, he played so bad. They gave Iguodala the MVP when they won it.
Yeah,
and then the one they lost, he choked up a 3-1 lead. Come on, man. The whistle changes everything.
I know, but I think that the whistle is going to stay the way it's been in this Minnesota series. I really think, and the reason why I'm thinking this is because me and Mel, we had this conversation a couple weeks ago. I was like, if one person gets the MVP, then somebody else is getting pushed forward. Jokic got the MVP. He's not going to get both of them.
Yeah, he probably won't. But I tell you what, they get in this game tonight. Yeah, shout out to Michael Jordan fans are the best, man. Brother or sister channel, however you want to look at it. Dope channel over there, man. Y'all go give them a sub for sure.
For sure.
And no lie.
So hold on, real quick. If Minnesota wins tonight, then what's the narrative? The series
Then I was
over?
wrong. Then I was wrong.
Yeah.
Hey,
And if
man,
Minnesota, even if Minnesota wins tonight, the game will be a whole lot closer than the first two. Like,
that's the
it might be closer. Yeah, I'll give you that, but I still think Minnesota pulls it out. Pause.
I'm gonna tell you,
but it won't be without effort. I mean, because when you try to facilitate an outcome, that's what you're doing. You're trying to facilitate an outcome. You're not forcing the outcome because it's gonna be too obvious. You're not gonna force the outcome, right? So they're facilitated, and like Jay said, the game will be there for Denver to win. But if they don't pull it out, because the game was there for the Lakers to win, and they couldn't do it,
especially
every time.
The last three, if we being honest, though.
Being real, you're right.
But like I said, there's no strategy for made buckets. So if Minnesota is just
on one
eater, then there's nothing even the whistle can do.
Hey, so here's a perk to being a member of the channel. You can call the number even before we put the number up there, and I still answer it. DC Slim, what's up?
Slim.
Oh, what? Slim, DC Slim, you there?
Yeah, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah,
okay. What's up, fellas? Man, this channel is the greatest fucking channel on YouTube. Check it out, man. Let me put my aluminum foil hat on with y'all, right? Y'all tripping tonight, all right? Y'all in this joint tripping talking about rigging games. Look, man, I'm gonna be serious tonight. So if you gonna do that, you got to go all the way.
All right.
If that's the case, they gonna rig all the games. So you can't just sit back and say, you know, they just going to lose tonight. Why would they do that? You got to have a reason. And with the gambling today, right, the same rigging ain't going to go on like it used to. You know what I'm saying? So everybody going in there to put their money on Indiana to win and Denver. That might not happen. You know what I'm saying? Because what I'm seeing is small market teams winning. All right. So if you want, they might be rigging it that way. So they might not always rig it to the big stars because there ain't no big stars in this playoffs. So your man Joker might be knocked out the door just to go with the whole narrative of pushing the young people. You understand what I'm saying?
Sure.
That's all we hearing on TV is the league is moving and all that. So don't be surprised if these dudes really get swept. So, but I wouldn't say it's rigged. I would say it's kind of rigged, but you can't just like use big games. You got to take that all the way, man. If you're going to put that tinfoil hat on, man, you got to go full-fledged X-Files. You can't use it to when it benefits you. You know what I'm saying? Great fucking show. I'm going to check out, fellas.
Right.
What's up?
Hold on, D. Hold on. You're about to hear something that you've never heard me say. And you might be right.
I know I'm right on this, man.
Now, when you take into account, because that's something that I definitely have to take into account the gambling aspect of it, and it changes how they did business even 5 years ago, because gambling has become so big and betting on the game and sports betting. So that is something else to think about. So I agree with you.
Hey man, look, I'll say this, man. They robbing Peter to pay Paul. All right. They showing you the right hand and doing everything with the left. So, you know, because we ain't smarter than them. That's why they make all the money. You know what I'm saying? So just fall back and just enjoy the show, man. Look, man, this is some good basketball we getting right now, man. I'm an old head. I've been complaining for years, man. I'm loving this right now, man.
I'm loving the physicality. Look, I'm loving the physicality for sure, letting them play. Right. And I like the fact that this physicality is actually shining a true light on who can really hoop the best and who was just a product of the machine. And we're seeing that.
And we all know that SGA got robbed too.
100%.
We gonna get to that on the last topic. Shaquille O'Neal made that clear. We're gonna get to that on the last topic, man.
We gonna chill out on that Edwards talk. We all know SGA better. Peace out, man. Best fucking show on YouTube. Be easy.
All right, thanks.
Peace.
He threw that little shot in there at the end. I heard he got on the out of here.
I guess I'll take two more calls. We weren't supposed to open the phone lines up, but I take
y'all can take
one.
Slim.
No, as a matter of fact, no, let's keep pushing. So that was what LeBron James said when he was getting interviewed as the vampire. But there was also something interesting that was said by Rick Bucher when he was on Colin Cowherd's show. And the way he described on what he sees with the Lakers and LeBron is something I want y'all to respond to too.
He now dominates. He has to play big to score.
Yes.
He finds the weakness and bullies the smaller player more often.
Yeah. In order for him to maintain the numbers and to look
that's
like
a good
he's
point.
The same player, he has to exploit the system has to work for him at the expense of other players. If that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Because if you look at the big games that Austin Reeves and D'Lo and any number of players, Anthony Davis, like all of those guys, Rui Hachimura, like had some really nice games when LeBron didn't play. And so when he plays, everybody is sort of catering to him, which again is okay. But when you lose and you're catering to a particular player, then you have to have a little sort of self-awareness and say, hey, maybe. I mean, for example, in the Denver series, I thought that their best chance of winning is if LeBron James guarded Nikola Jokic, because then you have Anthony Davis off the ball. LeBron can't guard Aaron Gordon. He's not athletic enough anymore, right? Or Michael Porter Jr.
Or he's not going to chase around Jamal Murray.
And he's not going to chase around Jamal Murray.
Interesting.
So, and you see with Naz Reid against Nikola Jokic that if you have somebody who's 6'8", 6'9", and really strong and gets under him, that makes him uncomfortable, particularly if you have a shot blocker, Karl Anthony Towns or Rudy Gobert, lurking, that makes things difficult.
So not only did he say LeBron James needs to get out of the player's way on the Lakers team, because the way he plays, you have to, everyone has to cater to what he needs in order for him to get his numbers. But what he needs to get his numbers stops everyone else from being able to do what they do on a consistent basis.
That's
right. So it turns into being losing basketball because LeBron gets his numbers, but him going that way to get his number takes you so far behind the 8 ball that the heavy lifting that the rest of the squad has to do to make up for that is too much for them to have to deal with. So not only is LeBron in their way, I'm gonna take it a step further and say LeBron is actually not just a vampire that's sucking all the young guys' blood on the Lakers. He's actually a vampire for the entire league, because I can't even book games without thinking about LeBron and the Lakers. I have to market him. I have to push him out there. And the ESPN talking about the Lakers all day, every day, and there was a number 9 seed most of the season.
Yeah,
they didn't deserve to be talked about. So LeBron actually just needs to retire, which is what Kendrick Perkins said as well. Man, what's your thoughts?
Nah, man. LeBron, I think, has tried to hand the mantle to Anthony Davis, but it just ain't worked out. So LeBron has to go in the game for them to have a chance to win at the game. Just to be honest,
we've seen flashes.
Did you watch the last series? You watched the last series?
Yeah.
So Davis was unguardable.
Do this. Watch how many points were scored when LeBron was out of the game. Watch how many points were scored when LeBron was in the game. And then tell me the difference. It's not LeBron, bro.
Hey, do y'all remember what I said Phoenix need to do?
Blow it up?
Same answer.
No, they ain't gonna do that.
No, I think you just have to tell LeBron, like, this is not you're not at that level anymore, right? I mean, yes, you're still at that level physically where you can still jump out the gym, you can dunk, you can run fast, yes. But at the level of being a leader for the team, it's not that. Like, you have to pass the reins while AD is still young and still can be a number 1 option, right? Let this team build around AD, which means go get a true point guard, get some shooters around there, get some backup big man for when AD has to sit out and rest. You know what I'm saying? Instead, he's hogging up all the money, then got rid of all the draft capital that they would have had to build that team. And if he leaves them high and dry. So then they still have nothing. They're gonna have to scrape vet minimum deals. They're gonna have to do devil trades to try and get somebody to help. So he's already ruined that team. He sold the dream for 1 ring.
What was the Lakers doing before he got there, though? I'm just curious.
Building with Randall, Lonzo Ball, Ingram, Kuzma. When Kobe left, he put them in a good state because he said, "Look, pay me You ain't got to pay nobody else. Go ahead and draft your young players.
We'll phase out.
Yeah, I'll phase out. He sacrificed and said, my last 2 years, since I'm not the old Kobe no more, my last 2 years are just going to suck. The Lakers are going to suck, but guess what? You're going to be able to rebuild and get your rookies. LeBron is saying, look, we're going to suck, and you go pay me, and you go pay all my co-star Anthony Davis, and I want you to trade all your draft capital to get more players and pay them, and we still sucking.
Yeah, my thing
is you got two choices. So they got two choices. You could either play LeBron style and make him happy, or you can win. You can't do both. You have to choose. You got to choose one.
Say that one more time, Jay, for the people in the back.
Please.
You can play LeBron style and make him happy, or you can win. You can't do both. So
that's a proverb.
Either have that conversation with LeBron, like, look, man, this is the way we're gonna play ball. You can play in or opt out. It doesn't matter. And he'll probably opt in because he likes the city of Los Angeles. He likes being there.
Mm-hmm.
And he's smart enough and good enough to play any style of basketball. His numbers are going to look different, but he can still play it at a decent level.
Because we see athleticism. It's there. It's not at the level that it once was, but it's still there. If he wanted to be a plus defender, LeBron James could be a plus defender on certain people. Like the power forwards, I'm assuredly. Now the small guards, maybe not so much. But everything, Mel touched on it too. Pause. The thing that stuck out to me the most was the way that Anthony Davis dominated that series.
Mm-hmm.
He dominated the series for them to only win one game. That is disheartening.
Dude was a walking 2020.
He was balling.
Jokic could not guard him at all. And he was Gordon.
Nobody.
Well, LeBron got what he wanted to too, but what else is there after that? What else is there after that?
You know what? That's the question that you don't know, because if I would have told any of y'all that game, if that D'Angelo Russell hit 7 threes, Ant Davis had 40 and 20 or whatever he had, and LeBron had over 20 points, you're supposed to win that game.
Look, I want y'all to look at these teams that are winning now. Look at what the Knicks are doing with Brunson. They don't have a lot around him.
They injury riddled too.
Exactly. Look at what Minnesota is doing. I mean, they get Ant. He's still 22. They got Cat. Okay, cool. They got Cat. They got 2 young stars, right? And then you look at the Lakers, and I just want you to ask yourself, without LeBron's $45 million, 50 million. What 2 players could we have instead of him built around Anthony Davis? Like, could we have gotten Spider Mitchell with Anthony Davis?
Possibly.
Probably.
Right? Could we have gotten Dame with Anthony Davis?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Rudy Gobert before he left Utah. If you wanted that to take Anthony Davis completely out of that paint so he don't got to deal with it, you could have got that.
You can get real creative. You can get real creative.
Name another team in history that was built that way with outside of maybe the Spurs. Maybe the Spurs, where your 2 best players are both, quote unquote post players. LeBron not really a post player, but he's shaped like a post player. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't think that's the issue though. The issue is that LeBron ain't LeBron no more. He's still getting paid like LeBron.
But here, not even just that though. If you're gonna LA Lakers this year and last year, and even the year before that, they have been a collection of individuals on a roster. They haven't been a team. That's not how you construct a team. You know what I'm saying? Like the first time they go to their bench, you got 2 or 3 of the same position on the floor because you don't have anybody for real.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Shout out to the super chat real quick. John Wayne, appreciate the super chat. LeBron cannot be effective when AD is in the post. Absolutely correct. That's why he wasn't on the block in the 4th quarter when LeBron is pounding the ball at the top of the key. I agree. And I think it turns into 5-out basketball when LeBron is running like that point forward position. And I think at this point, you have to tell LeBron, pick a side. Either you want to be a scorer and a small forward, power forward, or you want to be a point guard and be a facilitator. Because at this point, you're hogging both spots, which means we can't go get a real point guard because you want to do that. We can't go get a scorer because you want to do that. and you want to, and that's why, and you want to get paid for both, and you're not producing enough for us to validate you getting paid for both and doing both, and you're not doing that at a high level. So pick a side.
Any team that has LeBron on it from now on should tell him, listen, you are now a back to the basket power forward. Period.
Traditional.
Period. Yeah. And he will operate, he can operate in that at a high level. I don't even understand why people don't understand that. He could really play, he could do exactly what Karl Malone did the last 8 years of his career right now.
Yeah. Real quick update, y'all, from the game tonight. The Knicks have taken the lead after, Indians. Was it 90-84? Dante White, my boy White Dante. Shout out White Dante. Dante DiVincenzo got 32 points. Jalen Brunson got 19. And Josh Hart finally got subbed out of a freaking game after playing 12 straight quarters. And
that's Tibbs basketball right there.
That's basketball. Tibbs.
Man, the Knicks, baby, they're going to get a star next year, man. There's going to be trouble for the East because it ain't nothing but Embiid in the East, and he don't like he can stay healthy.
I don't know.
All right, y'all go.
Go ahead.
East?
You think Embiid going to stay in the East?
Sure. Yeah. He ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
He ain't going nowhere. They're bringing some help, but they might even, who knows, they might get Bill.
There's no basketball team where he going.
They'll get him an old foot doctor. He'll be all right.
IR.
All right, so here's an interesting conversation that we're about to have that I'm definitely going to open the phone lines up for this one, man. So let's go ahead and get through this one and try to make this a 20-minute segment.
Yeah.
Byron Scott, man. And this is what's interesting about Byron Scott being on Undisputed. He hasn't been invited on anything all season.
That's what I'm saying.
All of a sudden, he has a unique take, which probably happened behind the scenes. He's been talking to people and it got back to the producers. Hey, man, Byron Scott got an interesting take. We should invite him on because what the heck is he doing on Undisputed just out of the blue? And then this is the first thing they're talking about, right? So I'll play for you what he said. I think he's been wanting to get this off his chest, man, because I think when Darvin Ham got fired, a lot of people were offended. A lot of people are jumping off the LeBron bandwagon and they're letting their voice be heard. And this is what Byron Scott said.
Do this first.
All right.
First of all, you ain't getting Ty Lue. Ty Lue ain't coming. Bomber ain't letting that happen. He ain't gonna let you go from the Clippers to the Lakers. He ain't letting that happen. You can forget that. Okay?
How much do you want?
That ain't happening.
I think that's happening right as we speak.
Yeah.
How much do you want?
Yeah. My recommendation, the next Laker coach, and out of the 8 or 9 names that I've heard, his name wasn't on there, is make LeBron the coach.
Ooh.
Make LeBron the coach.
I have half kiddingly suggested let him be the player coach.
Make him the coach.
Then why you say that, B?
Listen, I got nothing but love and respect for LeBron. I love him. I think he's one of the greatest players that ever played this game. But it's obvious to me, at least, that he's making a lot of decisions that's going on in this organization.
No doubt.
From a coaching standpoint to a player standpoint. So if you're going to allow him to make those decisions, all right, sit on the bench and make those decisions as well. Be the head coach. JJ Redick.
You mean player coach, right?
Player head coach.
Yeah. Well, it's happened before.
Go back to Bill Russell days.
Absolutely. Okay? Lenny Wilkins.
Yeah. So some of the names that I've heard, you obviously have to get somebody that LeBron is comfortable with from a head coaching standpoint. The last name I heard was JJ Redick. When I started laughing, well, now they got a podcast together, so y'all comfortable, y'all buddy. So now his name is on the list. So as far as I'm concerned,
and by the way, that podcast is an X's and O's podcast. So they're talking real hardcore basketball. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
But as far as I'm concerned, the only person that he's going to really trust is himself. And since you're making a lot of these decisions anyway, why not put him in that seat?
I don't think he'd want the pressure of sitting in the co-seat, the dual seat. But I love it.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
Because you got to have somebody.
Well, you don't have anybody to blame except yourself, right?
I was about to say, you got to have a scapegoat in that seat, as they've had the last 4 years. You got Frank Vogel, who wins a championship with them. The next year, boom, he's gone. Darvin Ham, who goes to the Western Conference Finals last year, this year, boom, he's gone. So what are you looking for? What do you need as a head coach to get this team to the next level? You got 2 of the best players in the NBA. Even at 39 years old, LeBron is still one of the best players in the NBA. Anthony Davis this year played out of his mind, in my opinion. Played more games than he's played since he's been a Laker, was as healthy as can be.
Yeah.
played great against Denver, against one of the best players, if not the best player in the league in the Joker, held his own. So
he did.
At the end of the day, to me, I'm looking at it, just make LeBron the coach.
Right.
So we know that's not realistic and it'll never happen. But why is Byron Scott even getting on national television to say this?
You know why? Because he putting. Let's see if you handle the pressure that you put under 3 doggone coaches in 3 years. Let's see if you handle it. Since you making all of these personnel decisions, since you're doing all these things, be the coach, be in their shoes. Because anytime y'all don't win, those are the guys that have to go. LeBron gonna be there if he chooses to be there, and ownership has allowed it. I don't like this coach. I don't like this. But when Darvin Ham came there, it was supposed to be a new day. That was their man's. He's a coach anyway. That was their man's. As soon as it don't go the way that it's supposed to go, the coach is going to always be the scapegoat. It puts LeBron in position where he no longer has a scapegoat. You're going to be held accountable to that standard.
Eric, why he's saying that?
Man, come on, bro. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know why you put this on the board, dog. LeBron ain't no coach, man. He's a player, bro. I mean, he's just not a coach. I mean, that's not what he does. Everybody. It's a lot of people who can play the game but can't coach. It's just not what he does.
Yeah, but why suggest that? Why does a head coach get on there on TV?
He really sound like he got in his feelings, to be honest with you.
About what?
I have no idea. I don't know why he would say that. I mean, why would you say LeBron should be the coach? I mean, that don't make sense. I would say Ime Udoka.
Yo, he over there in Houston already. You can't get him. And plus, I don't think they allow player coaches anyway, man. So it's something else behind that whole reason for him to say that. Chris, what's your thoughts on it?
I was gonna speak to the fact that I don't think if it's allowed, or two, even if it is, if it would be a good idea. I think the game is way faster paced than what Bill Russell played in. It's a lot more intricate. It's a lot more complex. So as great of a basketball mind that LeBron would have, that would be hella taxing to play. Go sit down and then direct the other guys.
But speak to the fact that Byron Scott would even go there and waste his time to say that. What's the psychology behind that? Why?
I think it's some undertones to it. I don't think it was more so telling him to be a player coach. I think it was more so be like kind of like a backwards jab. Like, I think your playing time is done, and you should probably progress into the next chapter of your career. Which I think a lot of people, not me, but a lot of people would think that LeBron would be probably a good fit as a head coach somewhere.
Man, they just need a real head coach, bro. That's what they really need, bro. They really need. Honestly, I don't think they should have let Darvin Ham go, to be honest with you.
But let me ask you this, E. How can a real coach operate in a system ran by LeBron?
Let me go over there and coach him. I'll show you how it's done. I'm like, LeBron, shut the fuck up and play the basketball game.
You'll be gone before the Christmas games.
Hey, then don't hire me then.
But here's the thing about it though, because
I'll tell you and all of them. I say, hey, look, if you hire me as a coach, I'm the coach. The problem is you can't get on there and be the coach and be scared of LeBron. So you got to be the coach, bro.
But you're not getting hired without LeBron's blessing, which means you have to be a yes man.
Hey, you'll never have a coach if it was if I was the owner, I'm doing what's in the best interest of the team. I don't care about LeBron. He's a player. Obviously, I got enough money to own a team. I got enough money to pay LeBron or trade him or do whatever else I want to do with him. So LeBron is not a coach. All you do is got to get a real coach in there to coach the team. That's what you need.
That's what Pat Riley did in Miami, and LeBron left on the first thing smoking.
There you go. Hey, and he'll leave on his own. If that's really who he is, then he'll leave on his own. You ain't got to worry about it. If that's really who he is, and he can't be coached, and he knows everything, and he's uncoachable, then he'll leave on his own. But you can't go in with a head coaching job and be scared.
That's true too. But you
know what I mean? Pay me $50 million. I'll definitely show you how it's done. We might lose every game on the season. We might lose every game next season, but hey.
But LeBron won't get his way.
LeBron won't get his way. Not if I'm the coach.
82, but LeBron ain't gonna get his way.
Hey, he got to do what he got to do. Hey, man, look, he might be the sixth man if you let me do it.
Oh, they'll put you on the cross, dog. It'll be
ESPN,
over.
ESPN will be on fire. Who's this old Navy chief that's out here putting LeBron on the bench?
Man, listen.
Hey,
And all the Glazers, Shannon, Sharpe, Skip Bayless.
Oh yeah.
Let me ask you this, though, bro. Let me ask you the question this, though, bro. If you gonna lose, if you had to go out, would you go out on your own shield or would you go in somebody else's direction?
Oh, we all, you know us. We all going on our own shield.
Yeah, we going out on my own shield. Win, lose, or draw, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but if you want an honest to God answer, they just need a no BS coach. I really personally think that they shouldn't have got rid of Darvin Ham, but I get it why they let him go. But I mean, with who else? Who are you gonna get in there right now? Umaya Doka, he already got a job. Who else you gonna get in there? Vogel's fired. They ain't bringing him back. Who else you gonna get?
For what it's worth, that on that same clip, I cut it off early, but they asked Byron Scott, "Would you be interested?" He said, "Hell no, I don't want that job." He said whoever gets hired there is just a sitting duck anyway, and you're gonna be the scapegoat for it. So
exactly, and that's all
everybody
knows.
Was. I think basically his whole point of even coming on there and saying that is because he's sticking up for a fellow coach in Darvin Ham, and it's a fraternity, man. You know, so a lot of people is upset, but like, dang, man, you didn't get this dude a chance, man. And this is a brother that you brought in. We glad that he got an opportunity, but we know that we got short leash. What opportunity he go get again now? That was his first head coaching gig. Who's gonna give him a second chance now?
It's gonna be tough if that's how it ended. It's because that's how it ended, and that's why I think a lot of these coaches go in with that fear. Yeah, we of a different breed. We gonna go out on our own shield because we ain't got never deal with that pressure, and we don't care who it is on the team. We know how to. The thing that us being in the service has shown us, if we didn't have it already, is how to be a leader. You know what I'm saying? Like not to be scared to be a leader. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, a lot of those dudes, I think they go in knowing that they are sitting ducks, and I'm not saying that they don't know how to be leaders. I'm just saying that a lot of the times, if you go in and you know LeBron is already deemed the true leader, you go in there, and even if you're trying to get your point across and LeBron ain't even coming to the huddle, you know what I'm saying, to try to talk to the team, then you already know it's a divide. And guess what he's gonna do? He's gonna go to his little bro, Ant Davis, and say, "Man, this dude right here is He gonna go to whoever else will follow him, and he'll continue. He'll make that. And once that divide happens in the locker room, you start seeing it on the court. And once you start seeing it on the court, people gonna have to pick sides. That's why I keep bringing it up. That's why he was looking at Taurean Prince every time he doggone turn the ball over. And I'm like, why you keep looking at him? You had the ball in your hand, but there's a divide, and he's kind of making it to where I'm not gonna allow this to be how we end it. And LeBron is not going out on his shield, and I feel like that's part of the problem.
Go ahead, Jay. My bad.
I think it's interesting that when LeBron left Cleveland, Byron Scott became the head coach out there. And I think a little bit of what Melvin said about Byron Scott taking up for other coaches, but I think like he really don't like that guy. And I think he's like, oh, you want to act like the coach. You want to take responsibility of the coach without being the coach because you need a scapegoat. So once you sit in that seat, I think it was more of a, hey, if you think it's easy, you do it type thing than anything else. And I also
and that needed to be said too, Jay. It needed to be said.
Yeah. And I think that if LeBron has any sense of narcissistic behavior, he'll listen and allow the coach to coach the team, man, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good you play or how much your basketball knowledge is or whatever. If you can't get the most out of everybody on this team and allow everybody to cooperate and be on one accord, you're not going to be a good coach. Now, I'm not saying that he can't do that, but that's the part of coaching no one actually wants to look at.
All right.
I'm going to kill that dream, Jay, of him not being a narcissist, because I just seen the clip of him talking about how he's unguardable now. What?
Bruh.
What?
He did say that.
I'll say that again.
So it is from his podcast, from the interview with the vampire. He was talking about how now he just sat and explained how he needs to get to the rim. He was saying everything I've always been saying. He needs to get to the rim. He didn't have a mid range. He didn't have the post, and that he it was either the 3 or the mid range. And then he said he developed his 3-point shot, and he said now I feel like I'm unguardable because I got the 3-point shot.
Hey, Trey Dog's training. Hey man, that's a wild. Somebody highlight that for me, man. I can't highlight it.
What do you say, LeBron?
LeBron can coach, bro. Come on, man. How many NBA coaches could flip a pick and roll at 8 years old?
Hey, you know what?
That's true. All right, so we got 2 callers online. I will go with Funky Town first, since he's a
Funky
user.
Town.
Funky Town, go ahead.
Damn.
Hey, what's up, fellas? What's up, fellas?
We good. You got 35
great
seconds.
Show tonight. I hear you. Hey, check this out. I think Byron Scott is part of the Lakers' legacy, and I think this thing is coming from either a faction inside of the Lakers, like Magic, all those jokers like that, or it's the Lakers themselves doing their best to get him to either put up or shut up, because there's enough people in there in that building or in that organization who understand that ain't no coach of any quality gonna come in here and put up with him. So either you do it yourself and you ain't got nowhere else to hide. It's gonna be you get to take responsibility, good or bad, or we're gonna move on. Because see, now the Lakers looking at them having to get Bronny and all this other crap that's going the baggage is going to keep getting added up on top of what they got.
Mm-hmm.
So me personally, Bell, when you were saying where's this coming from? I think it's the Laker grapevine. I think they're kind of like, look, we've seen what this dude's done everywhere he's gone. We've seen the damage and destruction he's left in his wake, all his stops. So we know. All you gotta do is it's math. Just look at the ledger. They ain't got the draft picks. They ain't got what are they looking at? Another max deal for him?
Yeah, that's what
40 years old?
Yeah, that's what he want, and he want about $60 million. Yeah,
and he wants them to draft his son.
Exactly.
Wasn't even the 6th best scorer on a sorry team. So
yeah.
Hey, we gonna get off the team now. We did it. USC ain't did nothing to y'all.
No.
Oh yeah, we got a USC alum.
I'm not. I'm talking about him though. Listen, how you talking about you gonna draft somebody who really shouldn't even be in the developmental league? You talking about wasting a draft pick on somebody who wasn't the 6th best.
Hey, I'm not. Yeah, Bronny's still a kid, man. I ain't gonna go ham on Bronny, man. As far as I'm concerned,
I'm not going ham. I'm talking about the organization. They're like, look, hold on, y'all talking about drafting a dude who was not. I mean, take his name out with whatever you want to call it. You call him.
I don't think the Lakers are.
James ain't supposed to get drafted.
Yeah, I don't think the Lakers are that dumb thinking that if a player is not on the radar to get drafted, then you can get him as an undrafted player and just invite him to summer league.
Yeah,
they can get LeBron. They can get Bronny with no problem.
The Lakers really got other than that bubble ring. What have the Lakers got out of LeBron James?
Nothing. Just that bubble
in-season tournament. In-season tournament championship.
Hey, Funky Town. I'm gonna take that coming off the air. I'm gonna get to this next caller.
Gotcha.
All right, thanks.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
All right, caller, can you hear me? Caller,
can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we good. What's up? What's your thoughts?
What's up with y'all? That I'm being real with y'all. I think Byron Scott would say that tongue in cheek. I don't think he was speaking on behalf of like LA natives and Lakers fans. You need to get LeBron out of here, man. This is getting out of hand.
I hear that pain in his voice.
They're not gonna do that though. I mean, it sounds good, but they're not gonna get rid of LeBron, bro. It sounds good though.
I don't think so either.
I mean, whatever it takes. Look. When Gary Buster's live, RIP, he got Shaq out of there, no problem. So whatever it takes. And I'm being real with y'all. A lot of the Lakers fans now are really only LeBron fans as bandwagons. That's just real talk.
Yeah.
If LeBron go to the Knicks, we're gonna see a whole bunch of Knicks fans running around.
Oh, please don't ruin Jalen Brunson's rise like that.
I mean, if that happens, free Brunson.
All right, man. Thanks for the call, man.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Free Brunson till it's backwards.
Backwards.
Nah, that's facts, man. If wherever he go, man, it's gonna suck for whoever that star was, man, because it's gonna turn into his team by default.
LeBron is like he's just essentially a destroyer of worlds. Wherever
he's a vampire. He's a vampire.
Hey man, look, I'm a LeBron fan. I definitely have been a fan of LeBron since he played in high school. But I mean, facts is facts, and I just think the way he used to play is not the same. It doesn't fit with what the game is doing right now. So
yeah,
I get it.
My bad. Go ahead.
No, I get it. I'm just saying I get the fact that a lot of people saying LeBron's over the hill. But, I mean, to be honest, man, I think it's about a 50-50 responsibility. I think Darvin Ham made some bad play calls during the series.
He ain't innocent.
Right. So he ain't 100% innocent. That's why they got to let him go.
Yeah.
I think that they made some Rob Pelinka made some bad decisions by getting Russell Westbrook and giving up all that draft capital. I don't know why he did that, but he listened to LeBron. So if you just let LeBron be a player, bro, and you be a coach, and both of y'all play y'all roles, I think the Lakers can turn it around. But the general manager got to be the general manager. The owner got to do the owner's job. Everybody got to do their job. The problem is when you get a player trying to be a general manager and a coach and everything else, man, it doesn't work out. It doesn't work out because
so we're gonna take the last call. This call is from 757. Hey, are you calling from Chester Freak, P-Town, or Bad News?
No, this is Newport News. This is winning like 96.
Newport, nah.
Winning like 96.
What's up?
What up?
Now I wanted to say I feel like Byron Scott said it in a fashion that was like it sounded ridiculous to emphasize the point of how crazy it's been with the Lakers organization working with LeBron. And then I know the other gentleman, he was saying that they need a real coach. I would feel like it's kind of hard to be a real coach in a situation where the organization with all the money is not backing you. And I feel like every situation from Frank Vogel all the way up to Darvin Ham, they've been in LeBron's favor. And so it's you kind of like on a lone island. So to me, I just feel like it's kind of powerless. And I think we ain't giving Darvin Ham that much credit. I think he was doing the best that he could as far as leading and, you know what I mean? Just trying to add some structure to a lot. But, I mean, it's a lot of noise around LeBron. I mean, you heard what KD said. So that's all I got to say.
Yeah. Hey, that's a good call, man. I appreciate that, man. Hey, this your first time calling in, too, ain't it?
This my first time. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
Every
about.
time I
Don't make it the last time.
missing the show because I'm always at work. But
Yeah.
that's my first time. So
don't make it the last
I'm gonna
time.
be calling him more.
There we go.
Huh?
I said, don't make it the last time.
Nah, I'm gonna call in for sure.
Yeah, I appreciate
But
that.
thank you.
Thank you. It was a good call. Thanks. Yeah.
All right.
Hey man, all I'm saying is, bro, if you gonna be the coach, bro, you got to be the coach. You can't be worried about LeBron. You just got to do your job, man. You got to do your job.
Man, at this point, the only person that can be a coach and coach LeBron is Phil Jackson.
and he ain't gonna do it. So look, the super chat just came in. Y'all think Hall of Fame Lakers accept him as a Laker? What do y'all think?
Real answer, no. Political answer, they have to.
Oh yeah, he won him a ring, of course.
Nah, he ain't win. First of all, he ain't win him no ring.
He won him the ring, bro.
Nah, he ain't winning. So look, y'all really go like this last topic, man. This is Klutch Sports, man. Y'all really go love this one. I can't wait for the phone lines for this one. Y'all really go love this one. So Klutch Sports, man. I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but Rick Bucher, Stephen A. Smith, Kendrick Perkins, man, it's some stuff that done leaked out about Klutch Sports that we kind of already knew, right? So if you can go back further, I remember it was one episode on Undisputed where they accused Shannon Sharpe of being a Klutch Sports client, like he was getting paid, and that's why he flipped from Jordan to saying LeBron was the GOAT, right? So it's always been stuff out there. But listen to what Rick Bucher said when he was discussing just MVP. He let this slip out.
A year older. Anthony Davis, if anybody's going to lead them, it is Anthony Davis. I was actually shocked that I got a text or an email from the Klutch agency that was promoting LeBron James for MVP. I was like, wait a minute. He's not even the MVP of his team. This team doesn't have the record that it has, isn't where it isn't the dangerous opponent that it is without Anthony Davis being healthy.
He's a Klutch client.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Believe me, a lot of freaking flags went up when I read that. But that said,
so this is Rick. He let that slip. Say I got an email from Klutch Sports, and they was lobbying, hey, look at all this stuff why LeBron should be the MVP. So it's almost like they're giving him talking points because they know he's going on the show. And hey, look, these are the things I want you to consider about LeBron for MVP. Now, he didn't specify if it was this year or last year or whatever, but it sounded like he was talking about this year, which is crazy. I mean, it's just crazy that they're out there as an agency emailing media members, but that's not all they're doing. Kendrick Perkins and Stephen A. Smith having a conversation. You're going to have to listen to this. It's about 2.5 minutes long, but toward the end, you hear Stephen A. Smith say that Kendrick Perkins got approached by Klutch Sports by something he said that they wanted him to say different about LeBron.
We're going to make sure that LeBron James camp doesn't get to pull off what they will try to pull off. Because you see, the narrative is already, we're blaming LeBron James for the firing of coaches. That's not what this discussion is. What this discussion is us debating that another firing that has occurred under his watch, whether or not that compromises quote unquote GOAT status in the eyes of a Shannon Sharpe or Kendrick Perkins or Stephen A. Smith and others. That is what the debate is. See, they'll leave. And what they'll say is, oh, LeBron James is getting blamed for the firing. We're not saying that. What we're saying is that you're not as innocent and you're not some just mere spectator in this whole scenario the way you try to pretend to be. That is what we're saying. We're not going to let LeBron James and his camp get away with that. We're not blaming him for the firing. What we're saying is you can't be as great as you proclaim to be, as we know you are in today's NBA game, and be completely innocent and oblivious and distant, having nothing to do with the firing of yet another coach. That is impossible. That's all we're saying. But having said all of that, while acknowledging that that's a reality that he has to live with, there's a bigger narrative to touch on. And that is the fact that LeBron James has brought these debates on himself, Shannon, because of this insatiable appetite he has to control narratives. It's what he does. Nobody, I repeat, nobody, no star in the history of sports has gone about the business of methodically, systematically, continuously trying to control the narrative. And I have proof. That podcast that him and JJ Redick have, let me be the first to say, it's a great podcast. You want to learn some basketball, you listen to them brothers. I ain't throwing no shade on them. I love JJ and the job he's doing. I appreciate LeBron, his greatness, and his cerebral approach, educating us about the game of basketball. But why would you choose to do that in your 21st season approaching age 40? Because you know why? You want to make sure that you're the guy that gets to put your fingerprints on narratives, because you have proven throughout the years that you care about that. Well, we're here to say, yo, you got your approach, we got ours. You got your penchant for control of the narrative, we got ours. And oh, by the way, you're talking about you. So therefore, you ain't gonna be but so objective We, on the other hand, are going to be very objective. Shannon, you and I disagree, but we don't fail to acknowledge the greatness of LeBron James and how he's on the Mount Rushmore of basketball. Kendrick Perkins, you are a friend. You've known this man for decades, which is why you repeatedly will tell people to kiss your ass when they come to you trying to tell you how you supposed to be talking to and about LeBron James. Who the hell are they? Because you know him. You see what I'm saying? But you've had to do it. Why did you have to do it, Kendrick Perkins? Because that man allowed people to approach you to try to infiltrate a narrative he may have disagreed with that you, me, Shannon, or somebody else has put forth.
So you got, and this happened all this week. You got Rick Bucher saying he getting emails from Klutch Sports saying, hey, LeBron for MVP, you need to look at this. And then you got Kendrick Perkins and Stephen A. Smith revealing that you got Klutch Sports people on the behalf of LeBron approaching Kendrick Perkins saying, why are you saying X, Y, and Z about LeBron? You should be saying this. What's y'all thoughts?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this, Mel. If you was you are one of my best friends, but if I give you a job that pays you millions of dollars and changes your life, you better ask whatever questions I tell you to ask. You better do whatever I tell you to do. Hey man, look, hey, go on there and check over them about what they said about me on that.
Okay, so in this scenario, you're LeBron and I'm Kendrick Perkins.
Hey, you Rich Paul.
Okay. Yeah, but I get but you can't. I've never seen a player use an agency to help push his agenda.
What you mean?
I've never seen
anybody had it like him before. Hey, look, Rich. Hey, go over there and ask them about what they said about me over there on First Take last week.
Is it that serious though? Is it that serious?
Hey, Mel. Hey, go check on what they said. Hey, look. Hey, did you see your account last week?
Yeah, but listen, but Eric, how can I argue for MVP for you this year? There's no argument for it.
Hey, I feel like I'm the MVP. In my mind, I'm the MVP every year.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a billionaire.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a billionaire. Don't mean I am one.
Yeah. Hey, but he put up the money to he got a agency to go out and do his bidding on his behalf. So that's what he do.
I think that's got to be some level of tampering though. Like that's got to be because now you trying because the media is who votes for these awards.
Hey, he wants to. That's part of that narcissism. That he wants to create a narrative that he's the greatest player that there ever was. Hey, look, I think he's one of the greatest players that ever was. I always go back and forth about him and Jordan, but I don't think he need to do all that. I just think you need to let the chips fall where they may. You don't got to do all that, dog. Just go play basketball. That's what I don't understand. I don't understand where we got away from playing basketball to dealing with the media and talking to reporters. Like, when do we get to that? Is that a millennial thing?
Nah, him and Kevin Durant, the same person. Like, they are actually affected by what people say about them.
Man,
I think all of us are to a certain extent.
To a certain degree.
What you mean?
All of us are affected by what people say. I mean,
man, don't care about what nobody say about me.
Listen. You might not care. Okay, I don't either. But what I'm saying is, like, if I know that somebody is saying something about me that's untrue, I'm gonna feel a way about them saying it. I don't care that they say it.
Okay, yeah, that I can see that. Now, you say something about me that's untrue. Now you're putting dirt on my name. Now that's a different situation.
Exactly. And so for a person like LeBron, who feel like really probably in his,
but look, I ain't gonna go through nobody. I'm gonna come talk to you directly.
And that's the problem because he's not doing it. And you know what else I noticed?
But he can't.
That too. But Trae Young just left Klutch Sports. OG Anunoby left Klutch Sports. And Edwards, all in his last year, left Klutch Sports. A lot of these dudes are seeing that it's something. My grandma used to say something in the milk ain't clean, and I don't even know what that means, but I knew what she was talking about.
Well, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. It's
like your grandma.
I gotta put that on a t-shirt.
There it is, Chris. That's mine. Something in the
That's yours. Something in the milk ain't clean. That's that. Lock that in.
Too.
Lock that shit in.
Hey, it's like being signed to DTP, yo. Ludacris don't care that you rap. Yo, your album's not coming out until he got everything that he want out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, dude. I don't care. Y'all play basketball. You signed to LeBron, his agency for. Everyone's here for one reason. One reason. All hail the king.
Mm-hmm.
I think Klutch Sports.
Hail the king.
To speak on what we was talking about, I think last week, I think Klutch Sports might be a subdivision of the Illuminati.
Man, is that why he was at the Diddy party? Is that why he was at the Diddy party?
Man, listen, bro, there's too many consistencies. There's too many things lining up. Like, come on now. Draymond was his own dude until he signed the Klutch Sports. He essentially sold his soul, got $100 million, and is all up under LeBron's nutsack.
Man, the way he twerks for LeBron needs to be a case study. He's unreal, boy.
Man, listen, bro.
LeBron,
you that kind of money, you better be my biggest cheerleader.
Hey,
cheerleader, dog. That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
If Draymond could play every Warrior game and be at every LeBron game, he would figure out how to do it.
Bro, when that man said when he scored 40,000, I don't care if we got a game tonight, I'm gonna go be there. I said, man, when he said that, I said, yo, man, this dude is about.
Hey, hold up. Hey, go ahead, Jay.
Hey, skip what these guys are saying. If anybody from Klutch Sports is watching, I need an agent right now, and I will gladly sign.
You're a cap for LeBron because you already been capping for LeBron for the last 6 years. What?
That man got 5 rings. Let's go.
Sit down.
5 rings, man. Come on now.
Listen, Rich gonna be at your door tomorrow.
Pick of the week, LeBron the GOAT. Klutch, I'm available.
Yeah. Hey, me too. If that's the case.
Man, ain't no way.
Hey, Klutch, we'll talk about LeBron on Man Down and Therapeutic Rap. I promise.
Lord,
Klutch, I'm available.
Yeah. Hey, I'll start a podcast just for him called the LeBron Fans. Are the best.
Klutch, holla at your boys. Hey, and if you get us some tickets, meet and greet with Pat Mahomes, man, we're super cap for LeBron, man. Me and Eric, yo. We're on the LeBron train, Paul.
Yeah, we're on the LeBron train. Shit, especially you cut me one of them checks.
Hey, nah. Winning. Did you really apply to Klutch Sports? Because that is hilarious.
Nah, she said she laughing. She laughing out loud.
I might. You know what? Now that I think of it, I might apply.
You know what?
I sell out.
Let's see.
Wow.
Hey, all our fans, everybody watch.
We'll all get LeBron shirts.
Listen, y'all gonna know that.
Hey, hold on. Winning like 96 really did, yo.
She said as a project manager. What kind of projects they got? Wow. What kind of projects they got? Hey, look. Hey, you need to apply again.
They all LeBron oriented.
We need an inside person. We need an infiltrator.
Listen, listen, if you start
seeing they did not hurt me.
You gotta change your name. You gotta change your name to Talents to South Beach. Check out my Talents to South Beach.
They saw this. They do a thorough background check. If there's any LeBron slander, it's up.
Hey, winning like 96, you gotta change your name to Check out my Talent to South Beach.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she said they must have seen me on Facebook clowning LeBron. Oh, wow. Okay, now that makes sense.
Yeah, and your name winning like 96.
Shout out to the super chat, John Wayne.
Jordan time. That's Michael Jordan winning like 96. You definitely ain't getting into Klutch Sports. 96, you need to be like winning like
2020. You gotta say winning like 2020.
Yeah.
Winning like the bubble.
Winning
winning like the in-season tournament.
Facts.
Hey, you got to change your name to the GOAT since 96 or something.
All right, John Wayne. LeBron fans claim he carries teams. The Heat were champs before him. Well coached, had structure, been to the finals twice. He left that because Klutch couldn't run it. History won't be kind.
Talk to him.
Yeah, it's a lot coming out. Phone lines are open, man. We're gonna go 3 phone calls, then we're going to our last topic, and we up out of here.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna know if Mel sell out because all that Jordan and Kobe shit is coming down. It's gonna be LeBron high school jersey, LeBron Miami jersey.
I ain't gotta take it down because LeBron's still wearing Jordans. He had a pair of Jordans on the other day.
Yeah. Hey, look. Hey, I'm not taking this Kansas City stuff down. I don't give a damn what he say.
Nah, y'all start seeing
that's why I draw the line. E.
Yeah. Greg Anderson on the phone. What's up, big dog?
My favorite storyteller.
What's going on, fellas?
What up?
I just got 3 quick points. Hey, man, LeBron needs to be tested for performance-enhancing drugs, and that drug is clout. It is. Just think about it. When the playoffs end, that's when he go on his clout world tour. You don't hear nothing about no other superstars. They lose out the playoffs, and they just take a back seat. LeBron on podcast, Rich Paul on podcast.
Yeah.
LeBron talking about he wants this coach. They already signed under contract. Man, Klutch Sports they ruining the league. So I think the league needs to do some kind of investigation on all of these anti-tampering rules that they breaking because they messing up the league. And what the league is showing, go ahead.
I'm good with Klutch Sports once LeBron retires. I just don't like the fact that they're, they're using their arm to work for LeBron in the media. I think that's tacky. But as far as Klutch Sports infiltrating the NBA and running it and doing the way they're doing, more power to that black man for doing that. More power to LeBron and Rich Paul for doing that. I'm down with that 100%. I'm not a LeBron hater at all. I actually love the dude. He's one of the kin folks that's fun to pick on. And as long as he do goofy stuff, I'm going to clown him. Yeah. Jake, don't look. I got friends that I pick on as much as I pick on LeBron. I do it because I like the dude.
Facts.
I like LeBron.
Man. I'm just letting you know that I'm still available.
I pick on Chris on the daily.
And
in the group chat all day long. I'm
about to have to start going to therapy for your bald ass.
Hey Chris, don't pay him no mind, bro.
Check this out, fellas. I think it's one thing that we all missing with all of this tampering. You got to remember, LeBron about to own an NBA team in a couple of years.
Facts.
So this is why it's so dangerous because you got all these players talking about he the GOAT. They don't want to say nothing bad against him. How many NBA players, former NBA players, right now that got sons that's in the top 50 in the NBA class?
Top 50?
I'm sorry, in their high school class.
Top 50?
These are protected jobs, so they still gonna be protecting LeBron for the next 20 years because they got sons coming behind them, and they may need a job.
Well, I'm down with nepotism. We've been dealing with it for years. I'm down with it. Like I said,
I'm with
my only issue with LeBron is the goofiness that he does on the court, off the court, and the lies that they tell to try to prop him up in this GOAT debate. That's the only thing I point out. I ain't got nothing against his sons. The wife is fire. I ain't got nothing against his kids.
Say that one more time. Say the white part one more time.
The wife is fire. I ain't got nothing against his kids getting in the league through nepotism. I ain't got nothing against them getting it the easy way or none of that stuff. Let that happen. His agency, him owning the team, him being a billionaire. I'm celebrating all that. Like I said, all of that is dope. This GOAT stuff and this goofiness and all this other stuff he does, that's fair game. Everything else, man, I don't want my Marcus Garvey stuff.
Yeah,
that's just how I am.
And he do make it real easy to he make it real easy to call out the goofy stuff.
Yeah.
Like calling yourself unguardable. Come on, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
There's tape, bro.
How long? Let me get this call real quick.
At DC Slim, I'm not putting it up.
All right, bro.
All right, brother.
Leon, what's good?
Yo, what's going on, gentlemen? How y'all doing today?
What's going on?
Blessed, brother.
That's what's up. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm just going to keep it brief. I had tried to put this in the comments, and I kind of botched it. What I was going to say is this transparency from the media is kind of interesting to me. It kind of makes me think that this might be the beginning tones of a death knell for utilizing LeBron as sort of a cash cow for something like, the GOAT debate. You know what I mean?
They're closing that daggone door on them.
It seems to me like, just looking at it, kind of paying attention to how, because before people kind of would say things as an aside or kind of a slip of the tongue. Now it's kind of like they're getting a little more louder and they're going against people that are obvious Klutch Sports members. They're giving a lot of pushback. Like if you watch what happens with Nick Wright a lot of times, like, you know, they all but tell him to shut up. Even though it's in jest, it's in fun, right? It's in entertainment, but they're closing that lid on like, hey, okay, you guys had your time. You know what I'm saying? Like, how about you shut the hell up and let's talk some real talk? And, you know, it just sounds like it's the beginning of the end of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Thanks for that call. And we just got a super chat.
Absolutely.
We didn't get hey, thanks for the super chat, Unspoken. Hey, thanks for the call, Leon. Appreciate it. We didn't get a comment with that, man. I guess it's just a donation. We appreciate that for sure, man. Big baller.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Is that 3 more? 2 more? Pacers won?
One more. Yeah, Pacers won by 5.
They won. They ain't win yet. It's 16.4 seconds left.
No, Pacers won by 5. Trust me.
Yeah, it's over. It's over.
Oh, did they? They already won?
Yeah.
Yeah, good job for the refs to be able to bring that down to the wire for a fantastic finish. Good job on that, man. Yeah, Klutch Sports, man. They funny. They are freaking hilarious, man. Just funny, man. 757 Gardenia Bus. It's a lot of people in the 757. How did the podcast reach? Yeah, are y'all sharing it in the 757? I appreciate that.
Nothing is impossible when you reach the Philippines. We in the Philippines.
That's in the Philippines, dog.
So
and Australia too.
All of us had our time in the 757. I'm trying to think, did I tell somebody? Because I still got folks back there.
I ain't spend no time in the 7. I go there for
I got some people in Virginia Beach, though. I got 757 people.
Yeah, it's a lot of y'all.
Yes, and to this comment, Savannah James over Aisha Curry any day and twice on Sunday. Best believe.
Aisha Curry ain't even in the conversation, bro.
No,
I'd rather take the Aisha that ABC was singing about.
Yeah, she raged now, but I'd rather have Grace Jones. I would rather have Caitlin Clark. Give me anybody over Aisha Curry.
Mel,
give me Caitlin.
Don't Mel.
Not Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark, boy. Don't start. Little tan, she looking Puerto Rican out there.
I don't know that.
She looking like Puerto Rican judo. Oh, judo know what that is.
She look like a female Donald Trump.
Hey, Caitlin Clark, quality, man. Y'all got to chill, man.
I like Aisha Curry, man. She got
hey, Zoe. What's the saying? Something in that milk ain't clean.
Something in the milk ain't clean.
Nah, that milk fire.
That is not.
Hey, Unspoken Voices, thank you for the $50 super chat. I saluted you guys for the military service. My question was, have you guys ever had orders for Naval Air Station
Alameda,
California? Nah, and I used the process of 3060 when you arrive to PWC housing. Oh, that's dope. Nah, I ain't never been to no Alameda.
Never been to Alameda. How you said?
I ain't know that was.
I ain't never heard of it.
But it was a girl across the street that I grew up with named Wilhelmina that sound like Alameda, and because Wilhelmina couldn't open her right eye; it was shut. And I've never seen that on a little girl, so I didn't know quite what the story was. But Wilhelmina, hey, if you out there listening, Wilhelmina, man, shout out to you and that I hope you get that taken care of. But hey, caller on the line from Illinois, what's up?
Somebody said brother had Jim Carrey fever.
JJ, my dog, what's good? What's happening?
Okay, I'm not gonna keep you guys hostage. Okay, I just have 2 things to say. Okay, the first, I saw a post about JJ trying to fake and say that he's against LeBron for all the fake free throws and all of that. I'm just catching on. Did you guys talk about that?
Yeah. So, but we didn't touch on JJ with that fake. Let me check LeBron for that statement.
It was fake.
Yeah,
okay.
It was definitely fake.
Mother,
Yeah.
It was fake.
Yeah. He got tired. He got tired of all the comments of people saying that he's you know, he's just a LeBron meat massage and all that stuff, man. So
He's trying to get like a bag. He's trying to get a bag.
Yep.
Okay. And the other thing I kind of wanted to say a couple of days ago, it was regarding Stephen A. Smith. Do you guys, tell me what you think. When he came out against LeBron, do you think it was because of all the hate he got about calling the league?
Nah, I think it was. I think
you don't.
No, I think Stephen A. Smith know what's gonna get clicks, man. So he's a slave to what, you know, wherever the pendulum is shifting, and if he needs to say something that's gonna yield some entertainment or some attention, he'll say that. Or he'll invite the person on the show that's gonna say that. He daily is thinking about what's gonna get the clicks today. That's it.
Nothing's more important to him than
part of his job.
That's
Part of his job. That's part of his job, man.
Okay, can I just say this? But do you agree that he did it after all the backlash? But once Stephen A. Smith did his I'm gonna come after LeBron, the rhetoric started happening. Do you agree with that?
No, I think LeBron is a hot topic right now.
So you don't think that Stephen A. Smith was like the media? I'm talking about the media.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know, that's the only reason I kind of like him, because he is kind of like, I'm not going to go against Jordan, because you go against Jordan, it's going to be like the death. LeBron is not the death, but Jordan is the death. But when he started doing it, a lot of other medias and social medias and podcasts, I don't want to promote other people, but they've been coming up on my timeline. It seems like after Steven did it, other people have been talking about how LeBron's really love fake.
You think they following his lead?
Yeah. Hey, he the number.
That's just what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's the number one guy on TV.
I just observe it.
Yeah, he's the number one guy in the media, and everybody is going to follow him. First Take is the number one rated show in all of probably sports broadcasting right now. So whatever Stephen A. says, who is one of the top sports analysts, everybody's probably going to follow his lead. I would.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so let me say this. Give me a moment. Okay, so Kendrick Perkins, in Chicago, we call him the percolator because we laugh at him. But so Kendrick Perkins all of a sudden is I'm mad. First of all, I love Mark Jackson. It just seems to me all of a sudden people are feeling comfortable. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Nah, you're right. You're right. No, you're right. The time is right for everyone to be honest about LeBron.
They're feeling comfortable.
It's time.
That's facts.
I'm still a LeBron fan, regardless of what anybody say about him. I get it. I just think he need to play basketball and stay out of all the other stuff. That's just my only critique of him. Hey, but he's still one of the greatest players out there.
Mm-hmm. Right. I just wanted to share my opinion and my observation.
Well, now we always welcome and love your opinion and observation on the show, Shay.
Greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it.
Greatly appreciate it.
Hopefully, you guys are gonna keep going. I'll listen to you once I get to my crib.
How much more of a drive you got?
2 more minutes.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think
but it's all good. I got you guys. I always like and subscribe.
Thank you so much.
Good.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate the love.
You guys. Have a good night.
All right, you too. All right, one last topic, y'all. And the game, and we go finish this one, and we go be able to watch that game. Is 9-9 right now. The score is 9-9 already, and the fouls are piling up for Minnesota. They already got one on two of the great defenders. McDaniels got one. Towns got one. He go get up at. I'm telling you, them fouls go pile up, and then they go take their hands off the merchandise, and then Jokic go off. Watch.
Even a blind man can see that.
Even a blind man can see it. Yep, yeah. And the caveman can figure this out.
I bet not crap.
All right, so we got a beef going on with Shaquille O'Neal.
It's the year of the beef, man. Paul
and Shannon Sharpe. But before we get there, I want to play for you what started this beef. Of course, Jokic. Was that a real song?
That's
was that
AI. That's got to be AI. That's too fast. That's too
No,
fast for Shaq, bro.
No, that's Shaq. That's the ability of his rapper.
Nah, that shit was too fast for Shaq. So,
oh man,
you know Shaq talking rap slow. So
Shaq sounded like he was counting with that rap, like
exactly. All right, so but nonetheless, Shaquille O'Neal responding on TNT during the halftime show when they announced the MVP. Of course, Jokic is the MVP this year. That's his third in 4 years, right?
Third in 4 years.
Third in 4
years.
He rap like he got sleep apnea.
Which he do. He do got sleep apnea. But so Shaquille O'Neal expressed his thoughts about it. He said SGA should have got it, man. This is what he said.
And Nikola Jokic claims his third MVP award. Shaq, your thoughts?
I don't like to rain on people's parade, but I'm not happy with this one. Congratulations to Joker. You are the best big man in the league, but based on everybody's criteria, my criteria, stat stuffer, you guys' criteria, number one seed, which team has a better record, I felt Shea Alexander deserved it because I've been number two a lot. When I played my ass off, number two. So the fact that he has to start all over next year and try to win it again, I think it was. I know it's going to be hurtful for him. Hopefully he uses this to motivate him to win a championship. But I thought, and again, no disrespect to the Joker, best big man in the league by far. You could have went this way, but I thought Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, one of only, a few players that had 30 points 50 times. Stat stuffer, great season. His team is number one. Nobody expected him to be number one. I thought Shea Gilgeous-Alexander was going to win it by far. But congratulations to Joker. I'm happy for him. Third time MVP. You really can't be mad at this vote. But the fact that he has to start all over next year and win it over again. Because, again, I felt I was robbed 2 or 3 times. Right, and I played my ass off. Stat stuffer, won championships those years, but again, no disrespect to the Joker. But me personally, I would have gave it to Shaq.
You keep throwing.
All right, so let's address the MVP part of it before we get to the beef with Shannon Sharpe. Right? Do he got a point?
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
Yes.
Yeah, Shea should have got that. That was a bad.
It
look.
was a robbery. It was a clear robbery.
Shea should have got that. Shea should have got it.
And EJ was starting to sound like the people that we start to hate in media because he's like, well, all the triple doubles, and he did fill the stat sheet, and it's like, is that MVP criteria now? I mean, we've talked about MVP criteria, and Shea fit that to a T. Team success, boom, number one seed in the West. Great on both sides of the ball. He's a great scorer and a great defender. Like, what is Jokic? We know Jokic doesn't have any defense, right? And you were third in the West. What, fifth in the entire league? There's what? No.
He won't get it again after this sweep. He won't get it again after this sweep.
Gardenia got a point, and I think that was the biggest issue, but people made it seem like it wasn't the biggest issue. I think a lot of people feel like we feel. Shea, I said this before. I think I said it last episode. If Shea don't win an MVP, it's something wrong. There's something wrong, and obviously there's something wrong. But he said it to Joker while Joker was saying,
"Hey, you know what? More power to him for doing it, man. Hey, if look, listen, if you go be rich and 7'2" and 400 pounds and can't tell somebody something that's on your mind, then what's the point of being 7'2" and rich?
That's true too. You got to respect it, and whether you agree or disagree, you got to respect it. You got to respect it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he didn't throw stones and hide his hand.
Hey man, I like the fact. I think more people should be like that. To be honest, whether they 7'2" and rich or not, I think if you have an opinion about something and someone asks you your opinion and you just say what your honest opinion is, you don't have to worry about hurting nobody's feelings.
Yeah.
Right.
Respect.
That eventually they'll stop asking because they know.
Yeah, they'll be like, hey, never mind, Eric. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm already there. And like, people don't ask me for my opinion no more at all.
Or they'll keep asking if they want to know the truth.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So this tap dancing and tiptoeing around the truth to try to be politically correct and all that stuff. Nah. Sometimes you gotta call the baby ugly if the baby ugly, man. Forget
on,
me
bro.
saying
No,
man.
You don't ever have to call the baby ugly.
No, if you ask me, I'm not gonna volunteer the information, but if the baby ugly, I'm not gonna say, nah, look at his Jordans. I like the shoes. No, I'm gonna come straight up and say, dude, who eyes he got? Because them shits is not it. Nigga, I hope he grow into them ears, nigga. That nigga look like Dumbo. Like,
Man, you better if somebody start choking you, don't be looking for me to help you if you say some shit like that.
If anybody say them shits is not it, bro, you in a bad day.
Eyes, this is hard.
I think they went to Shaq because Shaq is a big man. They expected it to be just, unrelenting praise for a fellow big man. And I commend Shaq for actually, saying what a lot of the people was thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really should have been Shea. All the way up to this point, I don't think we've ever had I don't even think Jokic was number 2 in our discussion, was it? He was probably number 3, right? It was Shea, and then you could probably Ant for number 2, maybe
for a little while. Yeah, it was Ant.
Jason Tatum was in there, and he wasn't even the finalist. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But you pushing the Jokic and the Luka. It was Luka. It was Shea, Luka, and Jokic that were the finalists.
I really
come on. The writing's on the wall. But Shea, I was hoping they got it right. They fucked it up again. We'll see again next year. But it's just like, I agree with Shaq.
They knew what Shaq was going to say.
I don't see nothing wrong with what Shaq did. Hey, he on the air. I'm gonna tell you. Hey, I don't think you should have won it, but congratulations on your 3rd one in 4 years. How you feel? Cool. I did what I was supposed to do.
Hey, Shaq sound like he's trying to think when he talk, don't he?
Yeah. Shout out to Uncommon Sense, man. Hey, this is another dope channel that y'all can go subscribe to if y'all haven't already subscribed to him.
For sure.
Really dope, man. He be stepping on the fanboy's neck every Friday. Fanboy Friday on Uncommon Sense is hilarious. And fanboys of LeBron. He's stepping on their necks every day. This is how he started his show out. Welcome to Fanboy Friday. I hope you fanboys are having a horrible day. I love it.
That man doing the Lord's work.
I love it, man.
You'll be blessed, brother. You'll be blessed.
That man doing the Lord's work.
Oh man. Hey, so look, we ain't even watching it. And my cousin said, I was right. The fouls are adding the haircut. Let's see what the fouls are right now.
Yeah, they definitely adding up.
This man said he was right. Like, that wasn't my take, but it's cool.
Yeah. Two on McDaniels, none on Gobert yet, but 2 on McDaniels, 1 on Towns.
He's one of the most
one on Edwards. Jokic don't have 1 yet. Murray don't have 1 yet. Michael Porter don't have 1 yet.
Nas Reed, 6th man of the year.
He's gonna have to step up because McDaniels is almost indispensable. He can guard 1 through 4.
Exactly. Yeah, and he scores.
Hey,
the NBA watch film too. Hey, we know if we get them 2 out of there, then we got a better shot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's the score right now? What's the score?
It's
12,
still tight.
12.
Yeah, 12-10. It's tight.
It's only 12-10, and we said it was 9-9 10 minutes ago.
Yep.
Let's look at
it. God damn, that's a defensive game right there.
Yeah.
The
all right,
so, be 86-85.
So we already know what I think about the MVP, man. And we already know my formula. You got to have the team success. You got to have the offensive value and defensive value. And for Jokic, he's only meeting one of that leg or 2 of them. He's got the team success. He's got the offensive value, but he doesn't have the defensive value that SGA has. SGA has the total package. His team is more successful. His team is more successful. They're equally valuable on offense, but where SGA wins it is that he's also valuable on defense where Jokic is not. Right. So it would have never been Jokic for me. I would have got first place votes for SGA. And as a matter of fact, I can tell you how many first place votes they got. I got that as well.
Info?
Yeah,
Jokic got what 58 of them things or something like that.
More than that. He got 70. He got 79. So Jokic got 79 first place votes, and the next person after him was SGA with only 15 first place votes, and Luka got 4 first place votes, and Giannis got 1. Right. So I mean, it was a landslide. The first place votes was, and then total points was 926 for Jokic, and second place was SGA with 640. It was a landslide.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm so disappointed in when people try to make an argument for SGA is they don't even know what the MVP means, and they do not use defensive value at all. They're trying to argue the point with just stats on offense. That's it.
I'm saying.
So
when it fits their narrative though, because it's so crazy. If you're gonna, it's inconsistencies. Okay, if you're gonna do solely offense, then there are players offensively who I think are better than Joker. Yes, he accounts for a lot of stats, but I think can we all agree that there are players offensively better than Joker in the league right now this season?
Yeah, of course. He wasn't even top 10 in scoring.
Exactly. And that's my point right there. So you're not top 10 in scoring, which means you aren't one of the top 10 offensive players. If it was just that, then it would have been fine. But now we look at the other side of the ball, and you trash over there too. So like what? like
you know who was number 1 in scoring?
Tell them why you mad, though.
Luka was number
1, but I think Shea might have been number 2.
Shea was either 2 or 3. 2 or 3.
And when you have over 50, 30-point games in a season,
that's freaking
while still being a defensive anchor.
Think about this. He went from non-playoff team to number 1 record in the West.
That's number 1 record in the West.
Non-playoff.
And 50, 30-point games, bro.
And he's not even 24 yet. And his co-star is a rookie.
Hey Jay, I'm gonna agree with you. They sending
Hey, he at the line right now.
Yeah, he at the line right now. They sending Joker to the line like nonstop right now. Yeah, you touch him, he going straight to the line.
Hands off the merchandise.
They
need to make that a t-shirt too.
That's a t-shirt.
That is your line. That is your line. Yep. Hands off the merchandise.
Well, I got that from Ticket TV. I can't put that on a TV show. I mean, on a t-shirt. I got that from Ticket.
Actually,
did they trademark
that? Ticket TV got that from Shawn Michaels. That's in the theme song.
Oh yeah. He is a wrestling lover too, man. He calls himself the final boss. I like Ticket, man. Ticket, my dude, man.
Shout out Ticket TV, man.
Ticket.
Yeah, but so getting to the beef part, right? So
hey yo,
I can't get to the yams.
Get to the yams. All right.
Can I get to the yams? Yeah.
My man said getting to the beef point. Wait a minute.
he don't want nothing else. He got to get.
Hey, that BBL Glizzy though.
The fact that Oscar Mayer put that out.
Oscar Mayer
capitalized it, boy. It's just basketball.
Man. Drake taking a lot of L's, man. Drake taking a lot of L's.
Oh man, a lot, man. A whole lot, man. Yeah, shout out to
when you got a motherfucking baloney company calling on, bro. It's over.
Yeah, you got people trying to ride the baloney pony now, man.
No one said that. No.
Nobody's trying to ride that, man.
No,
the baloney pony, man.
Nobody's trying to ride that. Nobody said they was trying to ride that. You just
Mel just pulled that one out.
Oh,
whoa. All right, man. Shannon Sharpe, man. This is what he said.
Hold on, no, and we going from baloney and Shannon.
God. I don't like.
Oh man,
something in the milk ain't clean.
That's fact, man.
Oh man,
throw the whole milk away.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
Let's do this again. Let's try this. Let's try to stay on track. You're almost there, fella. We on the last.
Yeah, we're almost there. The last leg.
This is where we always fuck up, though.
We're almost there. All right.
Here we go.
All right, boom. All All right, so now getting to the beef part is
double down on it.
Don't double down on it.
I'm trying to
conflict.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me switch it because I got to introduce it right. So when I clip this segment, I introduce it right. All right, y'all gotta stop me. I got you.
What you gonna name the segment? Where's the beef? Pause.
Come on, y'all. We try to make it.
Nah, because I got to think of something else to say.
Conflict.
Kerfuffle. Brouhaha.
All right, so this
squabble.
So the Shaquille O'Neal stuff, escalated, and him and Shannon Sharpe had words, right? But it started from Shannon Sharpe responding to Shaquille O'Neal saying that SGA should have been the MVP, and he told Jokic that he should have been the MVP and all that stuff. And this was what Shannon said on his nightcap.
I think a part of Shaq, he might not ever admit this, but Shaq see these guys winning these MVPs and a little envious because, and I don't care. Look, I understand that Shaq got 4 titles and he has 3 Finals MVPs, but Shaq know deep down we should be having a discussion. For GOAT, Shaq name is never brought up in the discussion. Now we bring his name up with big mans, with Will, Russell, and Kareem, and rightfully so. But we're never going to see another guy Shaq's size with his athleticism that was as dominant as him.
Yeah.
And he robbed himself because he didn't take it serious enough. Did he take it serious? Not nearly as serious as he should have. Shaq should have 5 MVPs. Shaq should have 7 titles. And I think he sees a guy like Nikola Jokic that's not as dominant as him and gets 3 and 4 years.
Yeah.
And people are talking about him. And they talk about him dominant big man. But see, when you historically great, they talk about you as great basketball player, the GOAT. And Shaq is never brought up. When they say Tom Brady, even though he plays quarterback, they say Tom Brady is the greatest football player. Ocho, you and I debate. We say Jerry, we say Lawrence Taylor, or whomever. But Tom Brady, although he played quarterback, Shaq is never brought up in those discussions when it comes to GOAT. He's never in front of Magic. He's never in front of LeBron. He's never in front of Jordan. He's never in front of Kareem. He's never really in front of Russell. When we talk about GOATs, those Mount Rushmore. And I think a part of him is envious of that. But he doesn't have anybody to blame but himself.
But do you think it's because he's a center, though? Obviously, when we talk about the GOAT conversation,
Nikola Jokic is a center. Kareem is a center.
But okay.
Kareem got 6.
When I think of Jokic,
Russell got 5. Chamberlain got 4. What are we talking about here? Magic got 3. Bird got 3. Moses Malone was a center. He has 3. What are we talking about here, Ocho?
I mean, we talk about Jokic. I see him as I'm trying. He can shoot. He got mid range. He shoots a 3. It's a different type of center for today's game, as opposed to Shaq being in the post.
Kareem didn't do nothing but throw the sky hook. Wilt didn't do nothing but the finger roll. So what now?
Wait, so when we talk about the greatest basketball players of all time as far as the GOAT conversation, Shaq's name is never brought up in that?
Have you ever heard it?
No, because it's normally just Kobe, MJ, and LeBron. That's it.
Kareem.
No, I never heard of Kareem.
Kareem doesn't get the credit that he deserves. No,
it's always the same 3 names.
But the NBA players voted, and they had Jordan 1, they had LeBron 2, they had Kobe 3. But when you see when they do the analytics and they ask all these execs, it's normally Jordan, LeBron, Kareem.
So he basically said Shaq is only saying that SGA should have got the MVP over Jokic because Shaq is jealous of Jokic because Jokic is getting more praise as a all-time great than he is, and he's also saying that Jokic is getting MVPs that Shaq never got. So Shaq's response was, "You took me sticking up to shade SGA as jealousy of Jokic. Shows how smart you are and how you say anything to get clicks. So here's some clickbait for you. If you ain't ranked in the top 10 in your profession, then you can't speak on me. don't forget, I know what you did to get where you are at. Now that is interesting.
That is funny.
Bars. Crazy.
Drizzy.
Me jealous sounds like you jealous. I know you trying to stay relevant by gossiping on your podcast like a hoe. We don't believe you. You need more people. And in case you forgot, 4 rings, 3 finals MVPs, top 50 and top 75, Google me. And to be quite frank, all of this new success you got, you still under me.
Facts.
You don't know my work ethic, but according to, I guess I work less than you, but I'm worth more than you. Make it make sense. Love you too. If you need help making money, it's better ways than gossiping. I'm too old for this. Love always, the most dominant big man ever who never took it serious. Remember, I don't know you, and in the words of Skip Bayless, I'm better than you, and so is Tom Brady. G14 classification, I have it, you don't, not in my profession. And your GOAT debate, never wanted to be the GOAT. I wanted to be who you should greet me as, the most dominant ever. The apex predator. Out.
Okay, Randy Gordon.
Bars.
All right. Man, that's a lot to unravel. That's a lot to unravel right there. Hey, man, first of all, I do think that some of Shannon Sharpe's content is a little controversial. I don't know why he went at Shaq like that. I mean, talking about Shaq. But to Shannon's defense, a lot of stuff he said was true. Based on Shaq's own admission. Shaq said if he had worked out more and he had to stay with Kobe and the Lakers, they would have probably had about 5 or 6 rings. That's a statement that he made. Yeah. Now, all Shannon Sharpe is saying that, hey, you got this other guy over here that's getting, but I personally think it's because, it's the obvious reasons why he's getting what he's getting. But, hey, man, look, you gotta call it how it is and be open to criticism when based on what you said yourself. You said yourself that, hey, man, I should have worked out more. I should have practiced harder. Shaq is saying this. So all he's taking is something that you already said and throwing it back out there. That's all he's saying. Being critical of your take. That's all he's saying. But
I disagree wholeheartedly.
I personally don't think he should have went at him publicly like that. I think he should have went to Shannon Sharpe if he had an issue, or Shannon Sharpe should have went to him personally and said what he was going to say to him personally without going on the air like that.
I disagree. I disagree 100%, and here's why. Shaq congratulated Jokic. He said, hey, I'm not trying to take nothing from them, but I think the people got it wrong. I think it was SGA, right? And then Shannon's rebuttal was, hey, I feel like Shaq is envious because this man got it 3 out of 4 years and he did this. And then he went on to say, hey, if Shaq would have done X, Y, and Z. But the part where he says, hey, I think Shaq was envious of Joker because he's achieved this. That's, to me, is no different than what he got all hot about right before young old Skip Bayless told him put his glasses back on when he said that you're not Tom Brady. He accomplished more than you, da-da-da-da-da. It's the same argument that Skip Bayless was making at Shannon Sharpe. In his face, though, that Shannon Sharpe was making for Jokic to Shaq. And I believe being in that place, in that seat, and knowing how you felt, you should never do that to another man. When you could have just said, hey, I think they got it right, da-da-da-da-da-da. When you said that this man was envious or jealous of this other man, that's where Shannon Sharpe stepped out of line, and then Shaq took that as a personal attack, and then he attacked back.
Well, it wasn't. He should have took it as a personal attack because that's what it was.
Yeah, they was.
I don't think he was. I don't think he was trying to be not disrespectful. He did it to be disrespectful. Like he said it. Hey, Shaq. But in Shannon's defense, Shaq has said these things about himself. All he used was the things that Shaq said himself.
Now,
I don't think
Shaq was bothered by Shaq should have had this, The statement, Shaq was envious of him, and this is coming from a place of envy.
Okay, I can see. That's
the problem.
Yeah, okay. So that one part you saying he took personal.
Yeah, I agree.
As well he should have.
Yeah. And I think that was a good point, Jay, that you brought up how Skip Bayless threw the fact that he wasn't as great as Tom Brady and never was the player that Tom Brady was when they were having a sports argument about something completely separate.
Right.
I try to defend.
Which made no sense. His argument didn't even make sense.
Yeah, it didn't. So I try to take up for Shannon because he is a Savannah State alum. He went to Savannah State and, he has shown love, but I got to disagree with a lot of the ways that he's moving. It reminds me of a person who feels like they've arrived, and in a sense, he has. To be completely honest, his pod, when between Club Shay Shay and Nightcap, took off. Starting with the Cat Williams interview,
Worst thing that could have happened to him.
Yeah,
because now he's trying to reduplicate that every time he's in front of
every single time, and I think that is what Shaq.
Never happen.
It'll never happen again, and I think that he's fishing for it. That came organically because of who Cat Williams was. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You have to remember that, and I think you have to understand. Stop going. I mean, you can interview whoever you want to, but stop looking for them to. Now your place is slowly but surely becoming Jerry Springer because everybody goes there just to say who they don't like about what they don't like about somebody who treated them. Yep. Not your platform, and if that happens organically, then that's fine. But if you forcing and you trying to get people to come there so they can do that, it looks like that. That's what it starts to look like. And what's really, really interesting, like Mel has spoken about, I know what you got. I know what you had to do to get where you are.
That's what I want to know.
That stuff right there.
That's what I want to know.
Intriguing.
Listen, because I did a show on this last year on Kendrick Perkins when he got into it with Serge Ibaka, and Serge Ibaka said the exact same thing to Kendrick Perkins. He said, "I know what you did to get where you at," and I was like, "What? Wait, what did he do?" And he went into a little bit more detail and said that you was selling your brothers out and giving information or something. He said something along those lines, and I was like, I remember when Kendrick Perkins was telling the secrets between Westbrook and KD when KD first left, and that's how Kendrick Perkins was getting on TV. They invite him on every time they had a topic about Westbrook and KD, and he had inside information. And all of a sudden, he's part of the in crowd with Stephen A. Smith, and he got this permanent job on ESPN. So Ibaka was speaking to that, saying, "I know what you had to do to get in there." And Shaq is saying the same thing to Shannon, and I think he really had to kind of sell out the Klutch Sports for LeBron to get where he was at. So I think that what he's hitting at.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
I get
I
it.
think it's a little more devilish.
I mean, but to be honest with you, man, it's a podcast. I mean, what is it? It's just a podcast, right?
It would be classified as that.
Right. So it's a podcast, man. And how you get your likes up and all that is people tune in to stuff that's controversial. So he made it controversial. He took a shot at Shaq, which I mean, I wouldn't have did nothing like that. But I mean, that's what gets him popping, and that's what keeps him employed. That's how he makes his money. Hey, it is what it is. But I mean, that's the business. I mean, that's nothing we need to do. There's nothing we need to do. But
we different. We built different than that. We gonna have our takes and we gonna have our opinions, and people may disagree with them, but we're not fishing for
we're not trying to start no controversy. Just like when he had Monique on there. I mean, just to bring up some stuff that happened between Oprah and something that happened years ago. But that's his show. That's what he's doing.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm not try to offend Gardenia and Winning Like Night. Chill out in our comments, bro. Y'all relax. But nah, for real. I'm gonna say this, and I know E is probably gonna disagree with me, man. It's a lot of crazy stuff that go on in all type of entertainment. Yeah. And when things like that are said, I kind of go to a couple of different places that people will do anything for clout. People will do a lot of things for the attention. And I just hope that when he said that he didn't mean it that way. But yeah, man, I just hope that, these brothers can always get together and have a conversation and sort these things out. But that entertainment business, and we are kind of in it, but we are who we are as people, and we know each other as people, like who the fabric of the people that we are. You know, you just ain't going, you know, we ain't going. I'll just say it like,
hey man, I'm gonna tell you like this, dog. If you got to do all that to get famous or whatever you need, shit, I don't need it.
I don't need it, and I don't need it. And I think
if I got to do all that, I don't need it. If I got to stab y'all, if I got to stab all four of y'all in the back to get somewhere, it ain't gonna last long anyway because I got it fraudulently.
Straight.
So,
talk that shit.
I ain't built like that.
Yeah,
not me. Hey, I go out here and keep getting these goddamn degrees.
All right, so I open the phone lines up for the last time before we end the show, man. Phone lines is open on this topic, man, or any topic that we covered, man. Y'all can call in about any.
It's looking like that Klutch and Illuminati is.
So why you gonna get?
It's looking like Klutch and Illuminati is one of the same, brother.
Denver up by 15. If anybody
They
can.
done blew the game up. Listen,
you was right.
Look,
yeah,
so
Jay was right.
They done blew the game open 42-25. Hold on, let me
not looking good.
Yeah, it's not looking good. McDaniels got 3 fouls already. He got 2 in the first quarter and then picked up his third one real early in the second. So they're making sure he can't they're making sure he can't shut down any other ball handlers. No Diddy. And then
okay,
yeah, hold on. Y'all wait.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get through.
You know,
I'm trying. Hold on.
Sometimes I think that Shannon Sharpe.
Well, hold on.
Personal
Hold on.
Against
Hold on.
Shaq. I don't know if you guys saw. So he was. Shannon Sharpe responded on IG to Shaq. He said that she said to Shaq that you're a generational whiner. This man needs therapy. You don't see any of his big man counterparts belittling previous and future generations. Just stop with this insecure bullying, small dick energy. It's effing embarrassing for a 50-year-old man. Don't forget you told me you're still illiterate and you can't last more than 30 seconds in the bedroom. That's why your ex-wife wasn't
I think
in
that
love
was a
with you.
fake post.
So
I don't think Shannon.
That was on IG to the long message that you guys read for Shaq. So, and before, he's always said something about how Shaq has always never reached his potential, underperformed. How he's always he won like one MVP.
He belittled. Hold on, man. He belittled him like that.
Yo, wait a minute.
Yeah. It's a long message where he starts off saying, "I love you, Shaq. Don't take offense to everything that people say." He even said that. He said no wonder Phil talked about how much he had to accommodate you and your feelings. And then he said, with that being said, and then he said all the rest of the stuff that I said earlier about how he's a generational whiner, and he mentioned his wife too. So yeah, I don't know what's up with Shannon Sharpe. I think he's crossed the line before. A lot of times he would say stuff he says about Michael Jordan, and I'm always wondering like how come somebody on his level in the NFL can go at Michael Jordan and as if he's on the same level as Michael Jordan. He's not even on the same level as Shaq. And he's definitely on the same level as Michael Jordan. But I'm glad that Shaq said what he said, and I'm glad. I know you guys heard the diss track that Shaq. I don't know if it was the AI or if it was real, but a lot of stuff he said in that song was facts too. So I'm glad that Shaq got that off. And
no doubt.
That's all I wanted to say about that.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Man.
Hey, winning night 96, you are hilarious. First of all,
hey, yeah, that was dope.
Wow.
All right, caller from Missouri, what's up?
Jesus,
Missouri.
Yeah.
What's good? Hold on. Let me. I hung up on T-Ray by mistake. Hold on.
Damn, bro, that joker had like a 20-minute take.
Oh, wait a minute.
You said about everybody. Eric. You said everybody. Hey, T-Ray, you go first. T-Ray, you go first because I hung up on you by mistake, and then caller from Missouri, you go second. Go ahead, T-Ray.
Oh, yeah. What's going on, fellas, man? Y'all been getting it in today, man. It's Freaky Friday up in there, boy.
Yeah,
I tell you, man. Y'all fucked up.
Yeah. He a fan, 69 guy out this bad boy.
Oh, yeah, I'm playing that at the end of the show, too. I'm playing that song at the end of the show.
No question. So, no, fellas, man, I had asked y'all earlier in the chat, man. Do y'all, Donovan Mitchell, man. Do y'all? I think he's the best pure scorer in the league. What do y'all think about that, man?
No. Hell no.
How's it hell no? How's it hell no, Chris?
Because Kevin Wayne Durant still plays the fucking game.
That man middle name better not be Wayne.
Durant is meaningless. His points don't move the needle no more, man. Get Durant out of here.
That's not what you said. You said pure scorer. You said pure scorer.
Listen.
There's 400 people in the league, and none of them score better than Kevin Durant.
Man, listen, man, Durant ain't giving you 60 and 50. He ain't doing that like that, man. He never has. He gets his points easy, yeah, but he ain't moving the needle like Donovan Mitchell, man. He puts keys on his shoulders with his points.
So we classify pure scorer by how many balls you can get?
I'm just saying, okay, comparing Kobe to
okay, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Go look and see what the efficiency was on all them 50 and 60 point games.
Okay, here we go with that. I'm saying, show me when Durant got 60 points together in his life.
He don't need to get 60 on 35,000 shots. He can get you 40 on 29 and hit 25 of them shots.
And lose. Man, okay.
Hold on. You're moving the goalposts because you're talking about pure score.
No, I ain't moving no goal.
Because then you say he scored 40 something and lose. That losing or winning don't matter if that doesn't affect pure score.
I'll tell you, Mitchell. You put Mitchell in the chamber, he'll go off and he'll carry a team. And Rand's not doing that. He's not doing it because he ain't did that in years. It's not happening. It's not happening. Yeah, he wants this shit. I'm not arguing. Everybody know that. But he ain't doing it like.
Hey, caller, can you move your hand? You got your finger on Chris' button. You press that man button, boy.
I really, and this is not knocking Donovan Mitchell. This is not knocking Devin Booker. This is not knocking any of the other guys in the league that's scoring. But to say that these other guys are the best pure scorer while Kevin Durant is still playing is crazy.
Yeah, you talking about individual skill set. You need somebody to get a bucket. It can be from anywhere on the field. I mean, anywhere on the court. You picking KD.
With that level of efficiency is wild. How many? Hold on. How many times, caller? How many times did Donovan Mitchell be? Hold on. See, and hold on. This is how you know niggas losing their argument when they got to go to shit like that. Oh, he getting swept. The original topic.
Hey,
that's when niggas have a problem.
George Bush in the butt.
You put it on.
Listen, the original topic
Afghanistan
was
put on it on
pure score.
Hey, your name should be J5 with all them buttons you got on them.
The original topic was pure score.
Look at his knuckles.
The original topic was pure score. I didn't beat you in that argument, so now you're going to, KD got swept. Oh, Donovan Mitchell dropped 60. Kevin Durant don't own a brush. This is the type of shit that you're going to. Stick to the topic. You said pure score. You said pure score. But we talking about pure score.
For you jumped out the window about KD.
If we, because I'm not jocking none of that shit you talking about. I'm not jocking none of that shit you talking about. If we talking about best pure scorer in the league, if that's the baseline of the topic, if that's the baseline of the topic, if that's the argument, we're talking about pure scorer.
Scorching.
Listen, Donovan, if we being honest, Donovan Mitchell can't even carry Kevin Durant. Stop that shit.
Well, I tell you what, he can win a game. He can win a game. He out here on some has-been.
Chris.
Hey T-Ray, T-Ray, thanks for the call, man. We're gonna move. We're gonna have to get you. Hey, we're gonna have to finish this conversation. Man, I wish we had more time, man. We're gonna have to finish this on another one, man.
Motherfucker shoot 9 for 56 and he a better free scorer. Shut that shit up.
All right, T-Ray.
Call me when Donovan get a 50-40-90 season. Fuck out of here.
Oh man, caller from Missouri, you still on here? He hung up.
Somebody give Chris a hug, man.
That shit just pissed me off, bro. What the fuck, bro? Like
he needs some of that.
If you would have said Devin Booker, it'd have been a better fucking argument. But Donovan Mitchell, bro.
Hey, caller from California, what's up?
What up, man?
What's good?
I'm chilling. Am I live?
Yeah, you live.
Big live.
Oh, okay. What up, y'all? Well, I gotta say this, man. I'm back on the topic with Shannon Sharpe.
Okay.
I gotta. You know, there's an elephant in the room with the whole Klutch Sports, Shannon Sharpe. You know, the whole media conglomerate thing. They're the biggest haters in sports history, man.
Oh, we got some hot takes tonight.
Okay, we listen.
No. Think about this. Think about when you was growing up, hooping, being a fan of basketball. I love Dr. J. I love Larry Bird. I love Charles Barkley. These youngsters now are hating on the OGs because of these narratives that's coming out here from these guys.
True.
Am I right or wrong?
No, you're right.
That's facts.
You're right. You think Klutch Sports is creating them and pushing them out through their clients?
Absolutely. Okay. Nick Wright. I mean, he's not black, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And then Shannon Sharpe. Here's the thing that I don't like about Shannon Sharpe. He grades on a different scale for basketball than he does on football. Now, the one thing that really pisses me off about Shannon Sharpe, he's real critical of Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy, I'm not saying he all that, but he wasn't the reason why they lost that Super Bowl, man. I'm sorry. And so he's real critical on that. But then he don't talk about all the turnovers LeBron has and the fact that he's ball dominant, and ball dominant basketball is not really conducive to winning.
Thanks.
It's conducive to making superstars. And so and for me, for a football guy to have this loud of a voice about NBA matters, it just pisses me off. And the fact that he consistently called LeBron James GOAT, when I would say LeBron James, I'm talking about objectively speaking, I would say he's sixth. He's 6th or 7th.
He's top five. He's top five. He's top five.
I mean, okay. So he could maybe make the top 5. Here's my top 4. Okay, so you got to throw Kareem and Russell in there off the rip because of the fact of what they accomplished and their impact on the league. People forget about that. They had an impact on the league too. So we can't disregard their era. I mean, the dude had 11 championships and was coaching. That's wild. Okay, Kareem was LeBron before LeBron. Okay, they were following him in high school and all of that stuff. It was a big uproar when he changed his name from Lou Alcindor to Kareem. So come on, man, he was the all-time leader scorer. He has 6 MVPs. You got to give him. He got to make it. I don't even want to mention Michael Jordan. I mean, that's self-explanatory. The dude was the coldest cat anybody has seen if you saw him play. I mean, the dude had D. He was a leader on his team. He forced his teammates to be better. And then Irvin Magic Johnson, what are we talking about here, man? The biggest cap in the world is saying that LeBron's got this all-time basketball IQ. That's Irvin Magic Johnson. Look at the point turnover ratio and holler back at me. Okay? Get up, man. Come on, man.
Magic ain't in the top 5 just because of EJ.
Say it again?
EJ probably could have been in the top 5. That man 6'8" with doggone square shoulders like that.
Hey, thanks for the call, brother. That was a good call, man. I appreciate that, man.
No doubt, man. Peace.
All right. Nah, he's spitting facts though. Hey, if I dropped your call by mistake, call in real quick before we end the show. Call back in. If you called and got the voicemail, call back in. Oh, that's the guy I was. Hey, I was hoping you called back because I dropped you by mistake, man. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, bro, don't conference me with a self like that. Hey, I was trying to be disciplined and bite my tongue, brother. But,
what's good?
No, I am. I am from the STL, but I live in Oregon now. So by born and raised in St. Louis. You guys in KC?
Yeah, I'm from KC, man. Yeah, we normally won't rock with St. Louis, but it's all good, man. You from Missouri?
I'm just a fan.
We're all Missouri boys, I guess you call it that. But yeah. So man, this has been a great show, a great conversation. Here's my biggest beef with Shannon Sharpe. Number one, he exposes himself for, and this is no disrespect to true fans of the NBA who appreciate LeBron, but Shannon Sharpe is a fanboy. The fact that he got LeBron number one is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron is not even nowhere near the stratosphere of George level. And we talking about skills. We talking about tenacity. We talking about high leadership. The whole 9 yards. He's not even on that level. And I don't put him above Kobe. Now, I know the previous caller was saying, and everybody got their top five. I got Magic in my top five. I do not have LeBron ahead of Magic. Magic was my favorite point guard of all time. All time, But yeah,
definitely give him that.
Yeah. But here's Shannon's argument point. Every time they talk about MJ, he goes, "Oh well, Skip, he didn't get nothing until Scotty got there. What was he doing?
I like the
before then." It's like, dude, what did LeBron do before he went join the Big Three? And LeBron ain't won nothing without a super team ever. So what's the argument here? When Michael, and he don't use the same criteria. When Michael was getting dragged, he said Michael was getting dragged from 86 to 89, and yeah, he was. But Michael showed up. He just had a dog team, but he don't hold LeBron to the same criteria. He'll say, well, LeBron did his part. Well, what about AD and everybody else? Man, get out of here, man. So that's what I'm saying.
Hey, I totally agree with you with Shannon Sharpe, but let me ask you a question. How old are you? Just you ain't got to tell me your exact age, but just roundabout.
Oh, no, I ain't got no problem with it. At my age, brother, we don't care no more. I'm 56. I just turned 56.
Oh, okay. So, that's the reason I asked you. That's why your top five changed, because you was in that era. I'm 46. And I get why you say people like Magic and other players that you say they in your top five. I totally get it. I totally agree with a lot of other people's top five. It's just I'm speaking of my era. So my era was Michael Jordan. You see what I'm saying? My era was Michael Jordan, and it was LeBron. I'm going to be honest with you. Face to face, watching someone play basketball, just on pure talent and athleticism, I've never seen anybody play as well as LeBron James played when he first came in the league. That's just me. That's why I put him in my top five at a minimum. And I always go back and forth about him and Jordan. 89, that was too far ago. But when Jordan was winning all them championships with Chicago, yes, Jordan was elite. And I watched The Last Dance, and I remember how great and special Jordan was. But you got to remember, them other eras, I just wasn't a part of those eras. That's why I don't really get caught up in that. I don't know about Will Chamberlain like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about them other players. So that's why I don't get caught up in that too much. I knew about Magic, but I've seen Magic play here or there, but I wasn't really into basketball like that. But I seen him on the downside of his career, not when he was a premier player back in the 70s, early 80s and stuff like that. So
that's just crazy. Hold on, but you said you go back and forth between LeBron and Mike. That's like going back and forth between a slice of pizza and Oprah's feet. Like it ain't even.
What is with you and Oprah?
Bro?
I don't know. How you going back and forth between LeBron and Mike though?
I'm saying when I'm seeing the people play basketball, if you look at athleticism, I've never seen anyone play as well as pure athleticism, just not really skill and all that, because I don't think he's actually all that skilled. But I'm saying when you just need somebody to drive to the hole, get you a basket, LeBron can't do that.
Admiral was better than
20 years later.
I ain't never seen Oprah feet.
Well,
yeah, me neither.
Well, the Admiral was better than both of them. He just wasn't asked to do all that.
Yeah, well, let me say this. As far as athleticism, the players who played in the 80s would tell you Michael Jordan is the wildest thing they ever seen for as athleticism is concerned. I agree. I hoop. I ain't hoop on the college level. I ain't hoop on the NBA level. I try to do everything Jordan did. I just couldn't get above the rim. But I'm going to say this. Jordan's athleticism is otherworldly. And to this day, if I'm not mistaken, he still has the highest vertical leap.
Yeah.
So that dude, you take his crazy athleticism and his a-hole attitude and his skill set, and you got a monster. And that's what I see in Anthony Edwards. Raw.
Oh, I've been saying that though. I said I think he might be the next MJ. To be honest with you.
Yeah. And so we got to give him time. We ain't gonna put him on that pedestal yet. But I'm seeing some things. So I'm just like, hey. But this whole LeBron, man, that GOAT debate been dead since he got slapped around by the Dallas Mavericks and who was he? He was guarding.
JJ Barea.
Who was guarding him? I can't.
Everybody, no. Jason Terry, JJ Barrera, Jason Kidd, Sean Marion.
Jason Terry eats your lunch, and you want to be in a GOAT debate? Good night. Hey, fellas, y'all have a good evening.
All right, man. Thanks, bro.
Shout out to STL.
Is that why he dunked on Jason Terry so bad? Was that some get back?
Probably was.
Yeah, probably was.
But he put that man in the poster, man. I think we can wrap it up, fellas. I think that's it, man. Anything else we want to throw out there?
Do that.
Hey man, we appreciate all the super chats. We appreciate all the people that hit the share button, all the call-ins, all the comments, everything, man. This was a fun show.
It was a good show.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the comments.
Yeah, all the mothers in the comments. Happy Mother's Day. We salute you.
And all the motherfuckers in the comments.
It ain't that day. That's
yes, sir.
We got one last call. Caller from Ohio. Go ahead.
Hey, how y'all doing?
What's going on, man?
Not much. Hey, I want to get a little perspective on that too, because actually I had Magic Johnson as my number 2 best player for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
What Magic did at 20 years old, I mean, we talk about what people do, excuse me, at a certain age. No one has done what Magic did at 20. What he did against the Sixers, I mean, that game 6, his stats, and just the way he played. And then with Magic, I didn't know this, and I thought it was even more. For a point guard in that era to average 22 points a game,
that was
in that era, a point guard and assists. Magic. They talk about all these other players. I put Kobe up there too, but Magic don't get nearly enough love because Magic won 5. Magic went 9 times. Magic went up against the best teams in his era, which was Bird.
Yeah, them Celtics.
And Magic was winning. Well, okay, when we talk about GOATs, that's somebody who dominated for a period of time. LeBron has not dominated for a period of time, if we're being honest. He's been really, really good for a stretch of time, but not dominated because in his era, he's only won 4. And was
3.
2.
3.
Well, but just think about he won the 2 with Miami, and I'm a LeBron fan too. Like I like LeBron, but I'm just keeping it 100. He won 2 with Miami, but he went 2-2. That was the super team, and then it was Golden State. Then it was who else? And then I think San Antonio, whoever was winning after that. So he had, and then he won 1 somewhere in there. But we talk about dominant. Magic was dominant and winning championships. Mike was dominant and winning championships. And since then, no one has actually been dominant for a stretch and won championships, really, but Mike and Magic for a long stretch. And at least going. So, that's my opinion. Like I said, Magic needs more love.
I ain't mad at that.
Love, it's crazy.
I ain't mad at that take.
Hey, obviously though, but he's somebody who's passionate about Magic, and obviously Magic probably played in his era.
He's Magic is elite. Like, no, I don't think no one is saying that they're like. No one's mad at anybody who has Magic in their top 4, top 2, top 1. Even that's not a bad place to put him.
But and I think what we do too much, we put athleticism too much on who the GOAT is or who's the best player, because we don't. Even though a guy may score more, be the scoring leader, well, we're like, yeah, but he ain't athletic, So I mean, and that's the thing with Magic. If Magic was more athletic, he'd get more love. But you talking about skill, ball hand, and that's why we don't give Kareem much, because really to be a GOAT, you got to be able to dribble, don't you? A little bit. That's why Kareem and big men don't get the love that they get, because they don't handle the ball. You know, so you have to be overly dominant as a big man, like Kareem was, and like Wilt, to get love, who don't dribble or pass. You know, because, I mean, to be a GOAT, you got to do more than one thing, unless you do it, you know, way beyond somebody else. That's my opinion.
I think mostly, though, in the GOAT debate, people rank you based off of the excitement of it or whatever. Like, no one's gonna look at like a big man who's really solid, who can really play the game, and say that's the best basketball player I've ever seen. You know, it's the excitement factor and the feelings that they bring out, in my own opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. The excitement level is part of the GOAT too, because you gotta bring the people in to watch you. But I just think athleticism plays a part, because that's why Magic, 22 points a game in that era, playing point guard, winning 5 championships, going 9 times, and nobody don't even talk about him at all. So Magic needs more love. And like I said, it ain't because of my era, because I look at stats, but I've seen a lot of these guys in person. And believe me, watching them in person and seeing them on TV is totally different. I've seen with Motown, I've seen Kevin Durant. Have you ever seen Kevin Durant in person, Chris?
No, I seen Brittany Griner though.
Okay.
I seen Brittany Griner, man.
Yeah, bro. That definitely looks different too.
Yeah, these guys look a lot different. I went to a game in Indiana. I went to the Warriors when KD and all them was there. I taped the game, of course. I went to the game. When I got home, it looked totally different from what I seen in person and what the game looked like. The moves is not the same, because you're not getting the same angle. You know, you're getting like a real upper view, and you're not getting the same. You're not really seeing the speed, because TV doesn't really give you true speed of the movement of players. You know, I mean, that's just a fact. So, you know, you got to see these guys in person too. And I've seen LeBron, of course. I've seen Jordan. Like I've seen Grant here. I've seen other guys, to me, who should be in that argument in person. And I say I'm from Ohio. I've seen LeBron plenty of times, but I've seen other guys. If you see these guys in person, your opinion might change. So that's all I gotta say.
All right, thanks for the call, bro. All right,
Zoe, turn that shit off.
Nah,
hey, Mel, rule of thumb, yo.
They played that at graduation.
Rule of thumb, Mel. Next time you want to take one more, don't.
Yeah, please don't.
He a fan. He a
Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, run for your life. Hey, run for your life. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey,
make sure to like and subscribe, share.
Hey, that's a bop, yo.
Hey!
Show us love, man. Show us love. We appreciate y'all rocking us. It ended up being a fucking super show.
I know.
Secretly, it was a super show. Y'all know I love the super shows, man. But like, comment, subscribe, share, Man Down Sports. Same time next week.
Hey, y'all check out that rap therapy coming Wednesday.
Therapeutic rap on Wednesdays. I'm gonna put it in the description, man. One love. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. Happy Mother's Day. Man Down Sports.